I didn't even get to Teddy versus Artie from yesterday's.
I know.
I kind of thought Artie was a little out of line.
It sounds like Artie's kind of a tyrant.
Listen, ultimately, I was breaking his chops, but I said it would. In this case, it would have been me going, "Wow, that's impressive." But the fucked up thing is, I've met assistants of other people where they go, "It's unbelievable how great they are," and I held him to a higher standard. But then he started saying stuff that you should just never say to a boss.
I kind of dug him. He was saying like, "You know what, Artie?
Yeah.
I remember you hired Teddy to fill music on your iPod."
Right, that was the initial
and then the mail.
And then to open your mail. And then all of a sudden now he's morphing into your everything go-to guy.
No.
But he's got a full-time job here.
No.
And he even said to you, Artie, I'm not devoted to you because I can only do it part-time. And originally,
no, we had to. You're not saying correct things right now.
I'm not.
No, we had discussions off the air where he became my assistant in every way. I needed him, and he's compensated for it. And it's he's taken care of. I realized that I did say, look, your job here has to come first because that's just how it is. But I mean. I was breaking his balls with this. I didn't really expect him to fucking think of reminding me about the wedding, and I enjoy busting his chops. But there's times he's dropped the ball, I think, and I bust his balls too much.
So here from the wrap-up show yesterday is, in case you missed it, I had missed it, and I heard these clips, and I thought they were worth playing. It's Artie and his assistant, Teddy. And Artie, upset that he missed the big wedding, Isaac's wedding. And
right.
He's trying to
blame Teddy for it.
A little bit, yeah. Here, listen to this.
I'm going to bring up something a little uncomfortable, Artie. Mm-hmm. And I have to because you brought it up on the air this morning. And I know we're all in the same room. And I'm not picking on anybody, but you do have a personal assistant.
Right.
So what happened there? Is this part of his job or not necessarily?
I don't know, Ted. Is this part of your job?
If I was asked to remind you about something, I would have.
Right. Did you tell him to remind you? Because if you didn't tell him, then you can't.
No,
really
again, he got in touch with me through Isaac to get back to him with an RSVP about whether I was going by myself or not, like about 10 days. So he was aware that I had a wedding to go to. And he gives me a schedule. Did you put that on any schedule?
No, I never knew when it was. I just knew to ask you if you're going alone or not alone. That was it.
Right, but that was a major discussion.
Yeah, you just told me, tell Isaac I'll be there, not with a guest.
This is where he whined. This is where I want to strangle him. Look, because he's acting like a bitch.
Look, if I worked for you full time, I would probably all day think about, what does Artie have to do now? What does Artie have to do now?
You make up my schedule.
Yeah, your part-time stand-up road schedule and a couple of interviews here and there. Not your daily, I got to get up at this time schedule.
That's what a personal assistant does.
Well, then fine. Then whatever. Then that's not...
Gary, do you see what I'm dealing with here?
No.
Am I raising my voice?
I'm done with this conversation. It wasn't my fault that you slept through a wedding.
Ted is done with this conversation.
That's it.
So now Ted is done with the conversation. So where do I go from here? Gary, if you were my assistant,
that's great.
And someone said to you, could you find that if Artie's coming to my wedding alone or not? As someone who does my schedule, would you have said, by the way, when is that wedding? And when they told you the wedding, would you have put that on my schedule and made a note to maybe let me know about it?
You're asking me?
Yeah,
Gary, yes, I would have. Because I know that organization isn't your strong suit.
It's the biggest area I need help in.
So, it's funny to me because Teddy...
I
don't think it's really been clear what Teddy's supposed to be doing for Artie in Teddy's defense.
But how would you know that, though?
I get that vibe that it's sort of this quasi job, like it's sort of hazy.
No, nothing was hazy. Blurry. Nothing was hazy.
Like is he supposed to like Artie doesn't even have
make
email?
Up my schedule.
Artie doesn't even. Sometimes you can't reach him on the phone. So how do you even get his schedule?
Did you hear
to him?
the part where Teddy sat in a car for 2 hours?
Yeah, here I'll play this for you.
I love this.
I don't know if I have that clip, but listen to this clip. This is good. This is Artie complaining that he's disorganized and Teddy claiming he is disorganized as well.
Right, the two disorganized people.
And that I get what I pay for.
Right, this is great.
You want to get awkward, Gary? Do you think Ted is a good assistant?
No. But I've told Ted that.
Right.
I don't think he's an awful... I think
why?
Ted, because I see times...
In what areas does he need help?
An area like this, I see times where Ted can anticipate your needs, and he may not do that, or he may not be as thorough, but that's because Ted's never done it before.
Right.
I'm sorry, Ted.
No, you're absolutely right, Gary. When he asked me to do this a year ago, I took the job, but I'm just like you, man. I'm so disorganized anyway. This is not the best thing for me to be doing.
So then, why would you want to become an assistant?
I thought I could do it. I figured I'd get the hang of it. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into.
Maybe it seemed like a cool thing to come to a few gigs and hang out.
I can handle a lot of it.
And answer fan mail.
I can handle a lot of it. I can do a lot of it. But man, I mean, you are like, it's tough.
See, I've been with Artie a bunch of times, and the one thing you don't want to have when you have an assistant is you never want to have a doubt. You don't want to say, gee, when I step off the helicopter, will the car be there? I'm not blaming this one of you. I'm just giving you an example.
And you don't want to say, you don't want to have an assistant who goes, listen, I'm really disorganized.
Well, it's true. I'm not going to lie anymore. I'm not the most organized person.
You don't have to lie anymore. I'm finding that out.
Your honesty is admirable, I think, Teddy, but that was just not the right thing to say.
Look, I mean,
that would be like
me
going to Howard a year in. Look, Howard, I'm just not funny. I'm not funny.
All right, I get it. All right. So I maybe just buried myself.
You sound like a dumb guy there.
I don't care because
there's a problem with it. I know you're not organized.
I hate the way I feel inside now. I just hate this feeling and this uneasiness, this uncomfortable. He needs to hire someone better.
Well, I'm not even saying I would do that. I'm just saying
I think you should.
You can see by blurting out that you're not organized.
I know, but I don't think I'm going to
take issue with.
Yeah, and look, maybe we can work on certain things, but as far as being as organized as you want me to be, I can guarantee you now I'll never be that organized ever.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Way to sell yourself.
And then he tells Artie that he's getting what he pays for.
If I gave you the 80 grand, what time frame can I expect you to get organized in?
A month.
So now you
4
could
weeks.
see yourself.
I quit here,
right?
And you become my primary focus on everything.
Wow,
that's it. That's it. I wake up and that's it.
So you'd be dedicated to just fucking up my life.
Yes, messing up everything. But I would be. You would be the only thing that I ever, which is another situation because I'm not sure if I want to put myself in that. Like I don't want now everything to be all you because
that's
sometimes
what life is, Ted. When you take a job, there's pressure. In other words, like when Howard took this job, he took a lot of money.
You don't understand.
But he's guaranteeing them I'll do a good show. When I take a job, when I take a stand-up job every week, they give me a lot of money, don't they?
Yes.
And I guarantee them I'll put on a show.
And that's why
that's what life is.
I know, it's okay.
You gotta step up and go, look, dude, I promise you I will, if you give me this amount of money, I will be your guy. I can't have a gray area there.
No, there's no gray area there. It's just, the only gray area is whether or not, if I want to do it. That's it. If I should tell you to get someone else, or if I should make you pay me more money to do a better job. I mean, that's it. It's. I don't know what to do. I need to decide. It's really what I want to decide.
The work level I'm getting now is so at this price I'm only guaranteed this quality.
You're getting what you're paying for. You're getting what you're paying for. I knew this would all come to a head one day, and I'm sorry.
It's not coming to a head. I'm not looking.
I'm sorry. I'm not the best at my job. I never claimed to be. That's it. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to quit? Do you want me to just leave?
But I'm almost trying to train you that later in life. Like, I mean, you look what you're saying. You're just buckling under and going, I'm not good.
I might fold under questioning. Yeah. Yes.
All right. Well.
Yeah, definitely don't hand him any of the contraband when the cops come.
I mean, Jesus.
What? I'm broken now.
Wow. You broke the kid.
It was great.
No, but in his defense, I mean, I don't think he ever was like an assistant, like someone
And
who
he
takes.
has another job.
By the way, I didn't ask him to do this. He very aggressively came to me and said, "I want to be your assistant."
Yeah.
But the thing that I was talking about, at one point, Teddy said it was impossible to work for Artie because Artie won't stay in touch. Artie won't answer phone calls.
Well, yeah, because I know for me, I have assistants. I have assistants on top of assistants and stuff, and I got Laura. She's like the numero uno assistant. But the fact of the matter is, I still have to keep my own schedule. Mm-hmm. If I don't, I'm constantly like, Laura, what do I have to do? It keeps me out of control. Like, there's some things you still have to do for yourself.
But what I'm saying is
do.
Teddy then said, Artie said to him, be at my apartment at a certain time. So Teddy comes to the apartment. Right. He can't get in. He starts calling Artie on the phone. Artie doesn't answer the phone. He sits
Sometimes
there,
I just don't feel like hearing his voice.
Sits there for 2 hours in the car.
Oh, that was his job
and
that
then
day.
He finally gets Artie on the, and he's complaining.
That's
I
crazy.
here for 2 hours. And Artie says, that's what I needed you to do at that
Teddy
time.
says it's bullshit. Artie asked him to be his assistant. Come in here, Teddy, and take that up with Artie then, if you want.
I remember differently.
Let's see what Teddy has to say. Teddy,
I don't have.
what?
There's my organized assistant. You look like a roadie
That
for
was
the Allman
pretty
Brothers.
much the worst thing ever. Listening to that back, Howard. I can't do this. Like when I got put on the spot like that.
No, I know. I was being a little cruel
And
there. I
you
was
did
busting
ask
your
me to
job.
do this. I didn't aggressively come to you. You invited me to your apartment on my birthday and said, "Look, you know,
What?
yeah,
What do
that
you
was
know it was your birthday?
Because I remember it was my birthday.
Well, I mean, what does that have
that's
to do with
great for me.
anything?
I got hired by you. No, I mean, it went from fan mail to saying, "Look, I could really use someone to come around." It was kind of a mutual agreement, but whatever. I mean,
he was comfortable with you. And
look, and I like doing it. It's just tough because he's not like we don't.
But
have
let me just can I
a set
explain
system.
stuff? You're not playing. First of all, that tape is incredibly edited, and you're not playing everything
Right.
there. Can I tell him what happened New Year's Eve when you worked for me?
When I got drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. You told it yesterday.
Well, I mean, again, that wasn't played here. But
yeah, go ahead.
So I big gig New Year's Eve, right, in Philadelphia,
Right.
and it's a big money gig, and I tell them, look, I'm on stage. It's your job to go get paid and make sure the other comedians are paid. And that's something I need you to do. That's a task.
Okay.
And then make sure the limo's all set because it's a crazy rainy night.
he was drunk, though.
Ted brings his girlfriend. He gets ossified.
right.
Okay, ossified drunk. And,
That's not cool.
And right, so now I'm scrambling.
working,
I'm
yeah.
scrambling around. I find the promoter. I'm like, is this the right amount? Because my assistant's drunk. So I need to know if this is the right amount. Yeah, I'm doing all that busy work. And then finally, when all that's done, we get in the limousine. It's me, Teddy, and his girlfriend.
Right.
Okay? Now, I just want to decompress. I just did a big show, and I want to sit in the back of the limo and maybe listen to
Just
like
chill, yeah.
my iPod and just chill out. Instead, for 2 hours, I have Teddy and his girlfriend who are like the cast of Real World from hell. Two 25-year-olds arguing about their drunken 25-year-old life. And like, you just don't want me to go to work, right? She wanted to go to her work in Hoboken to meet some people. You don't want me to go to work because you don't like, no, I want to go to work. I almost fucking kicked them out of the limo. Right? I mean, I almost kicked them out of the limo twice. And then I said to Ted the next day, I said, Ted, why did you get drunk? He goes, it was New Year's Eve. I go, well, what if the limo driver got drunk?
Right.
Because it's New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I mean, you were working, and he
So,
goes,
let me ask you
he goes, all right, I dropped the ball there. So that's one of, like, you know.
So it sounds to me like maybe you're ready to graduate to someone who is a professional personal assistant.
Right.
And maybe Teddy isn't really wanting to go in that career path. That this was kind of a fun thing to earn some extra money. It started out kind of light. Now it's turning into a real job.
But you see, I like the kid. I'm actually worried about him in life.
you-
I don't think I don't know what he's going to do.
Teddy,
All right.
Teddy, do you want to quit the job and have Artie get some professional? Maybe you're ready for a whole different level.
I'm just to be fair. I mean, obviously, I don't want I don't want the pay cut. I don't want anything. I need I love what I do.
He desperately.
But-
see,
but-
the other
but
problem
you're
with his
right.
life
Would
is
it be fair if you could just go along in this incompetent manner?
It's not fair at all. It's not fair.
No, okay.
And he deserves better.
What if he just paid you and you didn't have to do anything?
Well, you
no,
see,
I mean-
that's what. And the other thing that bothers me is like these. Like it was his birthday. And I just gave him a nice gift and.
Right, what do you want? You know what? Here's
And now
fault
he
you.
brings this up where you might want to quit after that happened.
No, I fault
That's
you.
That's bullshit.
I fault you, Artie. You haven't told me the job description. What is it you want Teddy to do?
Well, it's tasks that you would assume a personal
What are
assistant.
they? What is his job?
To a comedian on the road, stuff like I talked about when we're at the gig, organizing who gets paid what.
Cars, planes.
Making sure
yeah.
the car is there when it's supposed to be. And definitely putting together, at the very least, if it's not a personal schedule, a work schedule.
So does he do any of that?
He does, but in other words, like, enough fuck-ups happen to where I can't trust it, Howard.
Right, so you have to
in other
double
words, like,
check.
I'll tell this because we're talking about this. Yesterday, after all that happened, he calls me up and he goes, all right, I got your schedule, man. I'm right. We're back to work. That's what he says to me. It's
Right,
like,
good. That's a good attitude.
So he goes, all right, so now coming up, you got this, you got that, don't owe me, because this is what, this is
One
what
mistake,
happens.
bad day.
No,
Bad day.
it's not one mistake. It's like, he goes, so you got this gig coming up October 5th. You got this October 9th. You got to tell me what the comedians are. You got Detroit next weekend,
right.
September 15th.
Okay, that sounds efficient.
All this stuff. He goes, but then, dude, really quick, you're doing that corporate gig. I agreed to a corporate gig on a rare, I'm doing somebody a favor.
Okay.
So on a rare work night, I'm going to do stand-up at a corporate party.
Got it.
And he goes, listen, dude, he knows those are stressful for me. He goes, that's coming up next week. That's September 12th. So we got to get going with that. And that's what he leaves on my answering machine. So I start thinking, and this is just in my head, I'm going, that gig isn't September 12th. It's October 9th. I just remember it's October 9th. Like, just my memory. So now I'm thinking, did the guy call and change it to September 12th? Because, A, if the guy did that, I want to punch him in the face. And B, if Teddy agreed to change that date without speaking to me.
What's wrong with him?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So I go, Ted, the first thing I say to him, I go, first of all, Ted, I got your message. That corporate gig, is it September 12th? He goes, yeah, man. I go, Ted, I really don't think it is, man. I think it's October 9th. He goes, no, I got it right here. I got it in my notes.
All right.
So I go, Ted, listen, just do me a favor. Check the emails. Is it October 9th? He goes, fine. I'll go. So this is the attitude. He goes, fine. I'll go through the emails. I get that. Like, fine. I'll go through the emails.
All right.
And he goes through and he goes, wow, yeah, it's October 9th. And
how do you do that, Ted? What happened there?
Like Howard, we're talking about a difference in, like, now I'm thinking this guy called and changed the date.
That's not good.
A corporate gig, I have to get material and write special material.
Then you start saying to yourself, well, gee, what else did he screw up?
Absolutely.
And I've got to double check that.
And this is after that happened on the air.
So, Ted, maybe this isn't your kind of work.
Maybe not. I mean, I like the challenge in it, though, because I do good work.
But Ted, the challenges may be fucking up every once in a while.
These are how the phone calls go. See, you guys are missing the one key element.
Ted,
it's like,
you got to understand
verbally, it's like I'm sitting there like shaking because I'm so worried about.
But he needs you to be the responsible one.
Yeah, well, how about maybe I need some help.
So
I
need
to
an
know.
assistant.
Well, no,
to figure out if it's
kind of help?
No. I need help. Like, how about we did something permanent, like a weekly meeting?
Well, would that help you get October 9th versus September 12th?
I mean, Google
Calendar or something. I mean,
do you have a calendar?
Yeah, I use it. A Google Calendar. It's like on my lap.
The other thing you told me, are you sure?
When the guy wrote you a note and he said September 12th is the date or October 9th is the date, do you write it down immediately?
I put it right in the calendar.
So how did you get September?
I must have just got dragged up into that date. I swear. That was
then he starts giving me computer stuff.
Maybe you should write it
down.
Day. I keep a book, a regular written.
So if an assistant did that with you once. And got drunk on New Year's Eve, and maybe some other things that I won't even get into.
No.
Like, would you trust that the schedule he now gives me is gold?
No, I would make my own schedule.
And do you realize if in my memory I didn't realize that, I would have had to start scrambling to write jokes, and then...
No, it would have been a disaster.
You know what I mean? So
well,
no,
first of all,
the other problem with Teddy
is,
here's the problem with Teddy.
I think you should keep your own schedule, number one. That's my thought, but you're right.
I do. This is a backup. This is a total backup.
The backup's got to be rock solid.
It's clear I keep my own schedule because I knew the fuck up.
One mistake a year, okay, but this is too many mistakes. So maybe this isn't for you, Teddy.
Yeah, yes, but they have an issue here. This is not his full-time job. And Artie needs somebody full-time.
The problem is...
Do you want to have a full-time career as Artie's assistant?
See, that's a huge crossroads because I don't know. That's something I didn't come here to get a job at Sirius to become Artie's assistant. So now it's
the problem is Ted's life.
I don't know which way to go.
Is ruled by money.
Of course.
Okay, but in a different, like he's got himself, I won't go into details, but he's in a corner like a lot of young people in this country.
Why are you in such a corner?
Well, no, I got in a little bit of credit card trouble too. Nothing crazy.
Why do you live above your means? Are there things, the lifestyle you
he lives above? Like
I got to tell you something. I never made any money. Now you look at me, gee.
Right.
I never had any money. Never lived above my means.
Right.
I lived in a dive.
Right.
You see?
Yeah, well, I mean, I live...
What is it you're spending money on?
Well, I've been supporting two of us.
He's got no money.
I live with my girlfriend who has, been going through school.
Why are you with a girl who's in school and supporting her? Where are her parents?
Well, her parents are here, but we just live together.
That's
I mean, she gets somehow.
Howard, he drives. How much is the motorcycle you drive? He has a brand new motorcycle.
Oh yeah, then
why do you have a brand? I would never buy a brand new motorcycle with a guy with.
He's broke, Howard. He's beyond broke.
It's like $9,000.
$9,000.
Yeah.
$9,000 is too much.
That's a lot of money
for a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
And when I say, why do you have that in your life? See, but don't you understand how, now, again, look, I like the kid too, but if he has money issues, it somehow is going to affect my life.
That's
do you
right.
understand?
Absolutely,
Yes.
yeah.
He might need money in advance sometimes. He might, you know what I mean? Like, whatever happens. But
That's not good.
And so that worries me.
All right.
That worries me.
Marianne from Brooklyn, you're on the air. What is it, Marianne?
Artie, you know, your whole life is ruled by money. You were making plenty of mistakes. The only thing you could do is make a living. You can't keep an employee. You can't keep a friend. You can't keep a girlfriend, a wedding date. And you know what? You started Teddy out with this big grand salary. Everybody was jealous. And now, once again, you want to pull it away from him.
I don't want to pull it away from Marianne. I have given him you know how many people would have fired Teddy by now? You know how many people would have fired him on New Year's Eve?
Everyone.
Second chance,
Yeah.
Teddy, Dana, your mother, Howard.
My mother's in my life.
Yeah, we didn't fire her.
That woman's gotten too many second chances.
She
A bong
hasn't
hit, Eric.
fired
You're on
her.
the air.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Artie, you know what you need?
You
Artie.
bong hit, Eric?
Yeah, it's me. It's been a while. Listen, you need an assistant who specializes in miserable, pudgy, barely shaved, enormous face, self-absorbed, depressed blimps.
Is there anybody who hasn't?
whining, selfish, pompous, pretentious ass baby.
No,
Is there
I do.
anybody who hasn't looked at the letter on HowardStern.com, Artie's letter?
Hilarious.
It's hilarious.
No, but see, that's the thing. I do, in a way. I don't need another guy like me.
Right.
No,
Teddy
you
is
need-
sort of like
So
me.
maybe you and Teddy have to sit down. Either Teddy takes on a full-time job, or maybe you really are interested
But you
in a
see, the
full-time
problem is
assistant.
Ted, that's going to throw his life into chaos.
No,
and
it's
I've
not.
become sort of friendly with him. Ted, it will, dude.
No.
You have a lot of money problems. Right now.
That's my problem. Don't worry about it.
And I can't have you sobbing sometimes about
I'm
money.
not. I'm not going to come to you and
But
say,
you
look,
do,
Art,
Ted.
look,
You
Art.
do, and it's like other people have come to me at gigs and say, because you're my assistant, you get drinks from them. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
stuff
my
like that gets back to me. And
What? Because you're... What?
Whatever. Forget
No,
it.
I mean,
all
no,
right.
look.
I don't know.
I think you need somebody definitely more professional at this. I do. I'm
That's-
saying
I
it here
admire
for the
you
7
saying
million
that.
people.
No, but
I'm willing to take any repercussions, and if that's
And
a
you're
financial
saying-
one,
But
then
what
so
are
be
the,
it.
if you
of course the
became a full-
repercussions are financial.
That's fine, then. That's
You
fine.
want me to pay you for nothing?
No, but look, Art, I'm saying that it's
he's
taken
a
a lot of
sweet
courage
kid.
for me to
He
come
is
in here
a
and
sweet
say
kid. I
that.
like
I
him.
can't do it.
That's why he's not.
I
fired
can't
yet.
do it. I mean, like, the stress. I can't even talk to you on the phone. It's like, ring,
That's the other thing. He
ring,
tells me I'm. He's
Oh! You're like, ah! You know, like, what? You know, like, Art, hey, it's Ted. I just gotta, you got the, and by this point, fuck a schedule. I don't even know what day it is. By this point, it's like, what do you want? You're like,
But it's unprofessional. But it's
and then I'm sitting
unprofessional.
there, and then I just fucking, and then of course I get the,
See,
and then,
I would enjoy
and then
this
it's
job. That's so
backpedaling.
funny.
It's 2 steps forward and 17 back.
It is funny.
And I'm sitting there going, oh, and I'm walking around
And
my
now Ted has,
apartment like this.
of course, Ted has become like everyone who brushes up against Howard. They become a little bit of a celebrity. So of
Right.
course now Ted has become a bit
How
of a
about when
celebrity.
you bring me out on stage in front of 3,500 people and have them chant homo? How about that?
No,
And it's on
they
YouTube and all my
chant-
friends
they
email it to
chant-
me.
They chanted it.
Am I bitching about
And I
it?
did
No.
a disclaimer. They chanted it. I just encouraged
Oh,
it.
you encouraged it.
And I have no proof you're gay.
Look.
Oh,
Let me
my
just go on
Here's
record.
my.
as saying
I'll
that.
give you my.
He's not a
care.
gay
I don't-
guy. He's not a gay guy.
I'm never going to
First of
sue
all,
you because of it.
Teddy has inspired me. I have an announcement for Sirius. I can't do this job.
You're not professional.
I'm
Don't
not
you see, like, when he
professional.
says that to me, Howard, my heart breaks. Like, I want to go, Ted, no, you have to. Like, yesterday he goes, I don't know, I just want to, in life, I just want to make benefits. I mean, like, he just wants to make his health benefits. I feel.
Well, he's not super motivated in this area.
I
And
just-
look,
But what area are you super motivated
I
in?
don't know.
He hasn't found that
I
area
just want to
yet.
dance. No.
You want to dance?
If you could
Teddy,
dance,
I
that
like
would be
you,
great.
and I don't want to talk you out of a job, but I guess you've got to sit down.
I do need
Do you
to
have a
sit down.
dream?
Okay, can I say
not
one more
really.
thing?
Not
Can
really?
I say one more
You have
thing?
no- you have no
I just
dream?
want to. I want to
Howard,
live
okay.
comfortably and be happy. I wanted
Right.
to work for you when I came here. I
Can I
got
say
that.
one more
I've gotten
thing?
every goal I've aspired for. I've
That's a
reached.
shame.
He's such a fuck up that he's funny, and I love him. Like in a way, it's like so. We go to the Playboy. Now, first of all, look at the perks he has.
Yeah, I was
In the
gonna say
last
a lot of
year,
perks.
in the last year, he's
Well, that
been,
part he's good at.
In the last year, he's been with me to South Beach twice.
Right.
I got him a room at this place, the Cité, this hotel down there.
Oh, my
Beautiful.
goodness.
Okay, so he has the run of places like Carnegie Hall. Symphony Hall in Boston. He came with me to the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
We did, gigs in the Ritz-Carlton in Boston is where he stayed with me, and he's been all over the place.
He goes, yeah.
Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas, a free room.
Maybe the problem is he's living above his means because he's living your lifestyle, and then he gets home and he's looking to buy motorcycles.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing too.
Right.
So now the other thing, I also trust him with my money, so he sees what I make.
Right.
Now I told him from the beginning. I said, Ted, listen, dude. You can't ever bring up in my face what I make. You can't bring it up based on what you make because that's a whole. So, and then one time in an argument, he was like, "Well, I don't make what you make, dude." I'm like, "Ted, that's not the issue here. You know, if you're gonna be like that, now I can't have you see the checks. It's weird."
Right.
So we go to the Playboy Mansion. I have to do stand up there. Now, Teddy goes into the Playboy Mansion. First time I lived in LA for 5 years. I never got in. So we walk in there. Very, very stressful gig. I had to do stand up in front of a group of people that were getting waited on by smoking hot waitresses, like the owner of the Lakers. No one's listening.
There's a lot to compete with.
But I got guaranteed a certain amount of money, so I had to stay on stage a certain amount of time. I stay on stage a certain amount of time, and then I have other friends coming to meet me who I invited. So there was stuff that needed to happen.
Right.
Teddy gets high. He smokes weed by the monkeys.
And the zoo?
By the little zoo that
the little zoo, he disappeared. I don't even know where it was.
Did you smoke some weed down by the zoo?
Down by the zoo? Perhaps.
Right, okay, whatever. So, look, dude, it's weed, whatever. And he might have smoked it with another sort of B-list celebrity. But anyway.
All right.
But so it's like, so now he's high.
He can't be high when he's expected to be working.
I mean, right. So now he's like, hey, dude, we're at the Playboy Mansion. I'm like, well, you're working. Do you know how many other friends of mine would have come to get high at the Playboy Mansion?
Yeah.
I paid him to come get high.
But you don't understand. He was at the Playboy Mansion. You're supposed to get high.
Of course, that was his explanation. Like, that's what his explanation is to me.
No, Teddy, this work isn't for you.
Teddy, you're trying to get fired. That's what you're trying to do.
I don't know, but Teddy, you can't go on a gig where the guy's depending on you. And
I know. Well, I've gotten better. I mean, that was all in the beginning, and I was a real idiot.
No. Teddy, you know what a job is.
But no, now you'll see me on
That
gigs.
was all in the beginning. That was all in the beginning.
I mean, in the last bunch of gigs we've had, you said every gig, you're like, good job. It's got, I don't get.
You didn't make it to Pittsburgh. You didn't make it to Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's my fault that the weather delayed a flight.
Get in the car and drive. That's what I did. What did I do?
They wouldn't let me off the plane. What am I supposed to do?
He's always got an excuse.
There's a lot of excuses.
But I mean,
yeah.
All right,
Teddy,
look. I don't even look. I don't know. I just wanted to be.
I want to hear the audio of Teddy is gay.
There's another great. There's another great Teddy.
Wait. Here's your.
What on the YouTube?
Yeah, just bring up the Tower TV volume.
Very good.
Thank you. My shining moment, everybody.
That, by the way, is at Symphony Hall in Boston.
Right.
Well, you're big time.
But
You've arrived.
Again, and it's like, but I see like hot chicks come up to him and want his autograph. They want to take pictures with him, and he's got the run at Symphony Hall in Boston. And then, okay, we go to Boston. He's got a room at the Ritz-Carlton. He invites one of his dirtbag friends, who now lies to my cousins. God forbid this wasn't my little cousin because they'd be dead. But one of his friends comes, and my cousin goes to Boston University, so she's there with a gaggle of hot chicks. He tells one of my cousin's friends that he goes to Harvard and bangs her.
Oh, no.
The kid doesn't go to Harvard.
Right.
He bangs my cousin's friend, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know the girl that well. That's fine. And then Teddy's laughing about it. I'm like, I don't want to laugh with you about that.
Yeah,
You're not my friend. It's so low rent.
He's supposed to watch out.
It's so low rent.
Yeah, you got to take care of
I'm like, were you sure he wasn't wasn't telling my cousin
Teddy,
he went to
I heard
Harvard?
you told Tim, Jim, and Jason the wrong time for Artie's Caroline show, and they all missed the show.
Is that true?
Is that true?
Well, that was a big mess up with a lot of... You know what? I tell everybody what time Artie's show starts at 8 o'clock. o'clock,
Right.
and then everybody just wants to know what time Artie gets on.
I see.
But you know what?
So usually it's a 2-hour show.
You don't
Caroline's changed it on me to a 90-minute show.
Uh-huh.
So
They changed it on you again.
They changed it last second. I
then
didn't
it's
know.
not your fault. Then
No,
it's
but
not
I
your
mean,
But
it's
you
not-
have to tell people, look, that is selfish of them. Like, look, fuck you. I don't care if you don't want to see. You want to know what time Artie's show is? You get there at 8, and
8
if you got to
o'clock.
sit through 2 other comics, it's not my problem. Tell them that. Artie's show starts at 8 o'clock. I don't need to know what your schedule is.
Right.
They don't wanna
at
sit
that
through
point,
2
the
other
show had
comedians.
started, and I was
Well-
the last. I'm sorry, the last thing in my mind was to call back Ross Zapin and Tim Sabian and say,
That was
by the
them
way,
being-
Artie's going to be on half an
All
hour
right, so in
earlier.
other words,
I'm sorry.
you fell into this assistant's job. It started out as one thing. Now it's becoming more of a responsibility.
Yeah, it's becoming a huge
And maybe it's time for you to decide whether or not this is something you really
But
want.
you see how it
Sit
again.
down with Artie and
We're
figure
having
it out.
fun talking about this. I
Right.
really, genuinely don't think it's that big of a responsibility.
Well,
I
it is.
really don't.
It is.
To
For
get
some-
a date right.
You're talking.
To not get high at a
Artie,
gig.
For whatever
Artie.
reason, he's having a hard time with it.
Really?
He can't do it, whether it's a big deal or not.
To you,
he
it's not a
can't
big
do
deal.
it.
No, to me it is a big deal. That's why I have.
No, I'm saying
not
to
good
you-
at this shit. I'm not.
Right, but he can't do it.
But like yesterday when he got the date wrong, I said, "So now, Ted?" He goes, "Wow, son of a gun! Look at that. Yeah, I did. I pulled that up." He goes, "What happens with a
Son of a
computer?
gun.
What happens with a computer?" He goes, "But Art, what happens with a computer?" Sometimes I'm like, "I don't care what happens with a fucking computer.
Right,
What
the
do I care what
computer's
happens?"
not the problem.
I mean,
All
you
right,
know,
look,
and I said, "So
look.
now, Ted, how are you helping me with this date? Do you want to do the gig?"
Can you
I
start-
told you the date. Now we're reversing. Why don't you go do the gig now? Because I told you the date.
Could you not get high or drunk at Artie's gigs? Can we start with that?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right. Thank you. Listen, I got to.
Yeah, right.
I need to move along, and
Wow.
thank you. I hope you guys work.
He's
this
not
out.
fired. I don't want to. I really think we can work through this. I really do. I feel bad for the kid. I like him. He's a good guy. He's.
I can see you have affection for him.
You
He's
do like
I do. I have a lot of affection for him. He's actually funny. I actually think.
Teddy, are you gonna
I
hang
think he'd
in
be
there?
a better sort of comedy writer. I don't know.
I need help. I mean, I think that you have a team
Do
of people
you
to
need
work for
an
you.
assistant?
Maybe he can bring someone else in for a little
Well,
help. I think. I
you
don't
see
know.
how Howard's life is more complicated than mine.
Right, you're a close second. I mean, you know,
I
you're
play
in
chess
here,
on the
man.
internet all day.
Yeah,
People
but
have to track me.
Howard has 3 children, and there's a lot
Right.
going on.
Okay. There's a lot going on.
He's running a big business here. I have gigs on the fucking road.
All right, Teddy, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you,
Ted,
Teddy.
you're a
Get,
good kid, Teddy.
Yes, Howard TV.
Ted, so what's the deal now? Are you gonna
Look,
resign?
I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I'm in there pleading for help, and
And Artie seems willing to give it to you. He seems.
no, he's not. He's saying that
Well,
he
he's-
won't fire me, and he won't give me help. So I have to somehow figure out how to do this by myself.
Well, that's just it. You've been given another chance, or you've been given a sort of a reprieve here.
Right, but I don't know. I'm
Why
telling
don't-
him that it's not working. I need help. I need, you know, either I need to be able to focus all my time and energy on this, or he needs to bring in someone else part-time and have 2 part-time people doing 1 full-time job.
Why not revamp your approach, though? Why not take like a 2-week period where you do things completely differently and in a more organized way?
I don't know. I mean, I could try something like that, but it's tough because I'm always coming back. I mean, you got to remember, everything's coming back to this place, and first things first are my responsibilities here, and then, you know, I don't know. I have to just basically invent a whole new system for. I mean, what happened with the date was literally just a really bad, you know, misfortune,
Right.
and an awful on the worst day possible. I
Right.
mean, you know, that's it. Just the worst day possible. I don't know how that date got switched. And again, I just came off looking like, I mean, if you make the tiniest little mistake, it's this big when it reaches, you know.
Of course,
when it
but
reaches him.
it seems as if he'd give you, you know, a free pass if your whole approach was more organized, and you've admitted that you're disorganized.
I'm just, I look, I've had a system. I've tried different variations. Ultimately, it's impossible when I can't get through to him. I can't communicate with him. And weeks go by where I don't even talk to him. And then by that point, so much stuff gets backed up that I don't even know where to begin when I do get in touch with him. And you tell me, you know, someone has an ironclad system for that.
Right. No, there are difficulties.
You know,
I can see.
You give me an ironclad system for, you know, not speaking to someone who's got, you know, I need to talk to him every day. And I talk to him once a week, and if that.
Why not stop
and then
him
he'll
here
fall
at the
asleep
show?
for 36 hours. You've seen us in the hallway trying to. I try to bring him stuff, but it's not the best place for him to talk about stuff. He's, you know, been up since 4 a.m. He's exhausted, and then the show's going on, and It's hard to talk to him out here when I'm trying to give him stuff that he has to pay attention to, and we're standing over 15 cupcakes. So
during his break,
look,
and it's
I don't have a meeting place after this. I can't see him right after the show because of the wrap-up show is starting, and I have to be there. So then by the time he gets home, he eats a little lunch, then he's asleep, because he's been up all morning, and then and then he ends up calling me late at night when he's up and I'm asleep.
So there's a lot of roadblocks.
So it's
right
just
now.
there's a lot of
roadblocks.
Yeah. Guys, I want it to go well, and I just want everything to be fine, but I'm failing, and I'm telling you that I'm reaching out for help, and I'm not getting it. So.
Well, good luck, Ted.
All right, thank you.
Okay, sir.
Oh, God.
It indicates you're invited.
But so you just admitted it's not the same thing.
Well,
but they don't send save the dates to people they're not going to invite.
I can't believe I'm arguing about this. This is why I have limited contact with Fred.
And that's why I prefer it that way.
I like all the email I get. Why don't you talk more to Fred on the air? Well, you talk to him. Right, Bigfoot? Bigfoot Jr., I mean.
Yeah, that's right, Junior. Hey, I got a question. Where's Robin is? I can hear her voice, but I can't see her. Is she a dead ghost it is?
She's a dead ghost, that's right. This is the ghost of Robin.
All I know is if Robin, I can't see you, but if I find you, I'm going to fuck you like a wild mammal it is.
That's why I'm lost.
Well, Robin, you just stay away then. You want to hear from John Lieberman with some headlines? But so wait.
Wait a minute. Yeah, who don't we like?
So the following people, I'm assuming Fred's invited because he got to save the date.
Well, according to you, I am.
Right. Well, according to the universe, you are.
Okay.
Holy shit.
I never see anybody get so upset over nothing.
No, Fred, you're confused whether you were invited? You got to save the date.
I'm not confused. I was just telling you. That's your interpretation that I'm confused.
You because you're not invited.
What's that?
They sent you a save the date to torture you because you're not invited. They just want to go like,
is that what they did?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
All right. The three guys that I've determined out of the whole staff who aren't invited, Gary Delabate, Will, and Steve Brandano. Like Jason was even invited.
Wow.
It's just Steve Brandano, Gary, and Will.
Isn't that interesting?
I was invited too, it is, but I was told not to save the date.
Oh, you got to not save the date card.
Yeah, I got on my card. It says, do not save date.
Fred is invited, I assume, if he got to save the date
Yes,
card.
yeah, they were mailed out about a week or two ago, so
right.
Maybe
Fred
lost
doesn't know that.
I didn't get it.
Okay, but
no, you got saved the date.
No, I got one like months and months.
Yeah, the actual
and
invites
months
just
ago.
went out.
That just went out.
That's what I was talking about. I did not get that. Jerk off.
I'm not the jerk off, dude.
You're the jerk off.
Who's the jerk off?
You.
Bigfoot Jr. Who's the jerk off?
Oh yeah, he's going to say he's going to go against you.
What do you mean you was the jerk off? I just jerked off out in the green room it is, so I guess it's me.
So why not Gary? Why not? I mean, like, if you're inviting it's almost like you've invited everyone.
We forgot Lisa G. She's off.
And Lisa G is off.
Yeah.
So, like, you sat down with a list of the staff and you decided, like, those 4 people are not coming.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, take them in any particular order you want. I want to hear your thoughts.
We'll start with Lisa G.
Right.
Would you want yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, did you invite John Lieberman?
Lieberman, yeah. Lieberman's a fun guy. I love hanging out with him, and I socialize with him. I enjoy being around him, and after seeing him dance at the Christmas party, there's no way I wouldn't have him.
But the way I look at it is, if you're going to invite everyone, because you're basically inviting everyone, to leave those 4 people out is such
makes
a
them stick out.
You can't invite everybody. The place holds 150 people.
That's true.
Max.
Right, so you have to have a cutoff.
You have to have a cutoff, and I wasn't invited to Will's wedding.
Right. Okay, that's fair enough.
That's fair enough.
That's a good rationale.
I like Steve, but we don't socialize out of the workplace.
But do you socialize with Fred?
No, but Fred and I have a lot of conversations about motorcycles and music,
really?
and we
I'm
walk.
so sorry.
Like, and I also look at it like
he likes me, Howard, unlike you.
I also look at it with people who I would like to hang out with more.
But why not Gary? Do you guys have a genuine feud?
Not a feud. We're very cordial to each other in the workplace, and we're respectful to each other in work. But
Gary, what are you insulted at all? Seriously?
No, I totally expected not to be invited. I don't think listen, if this were 2 years ago, it probably would have been a whole different thing. I would have had it out with Richie, but he doesn't like me. I know that, which is probably why I don't like him. Although in the last 2 years, I think Richie has changed dramatically, and he's a much nicer guy than he was 2 years ago, and we get along fine.
I've heard you.
I did not expect to be invited.
First of
and
all,
I'm not insulted.
First of all, Richie, I think Gary, all jokes aside, is like one of the nicest fucking human beings on the planet.
He is.
How do you not like Gary?
He's taken a few shots at me.
He has?
Yeah, he has. And I don't hang out with him outside of the workplace.
What is it? What kind of shot does he take?
There was one time where you guys were playing the like some giant Super Bowl, the drunks after the game.
Right.
And for no reason, he just walks over to me and goes, I see that you being that kind of guy. For no, like, it totally
I don't even
unsolicited.
understand, but it sounds like you said something, Gary.
And then
you know what? We had a weird incident at your wedding. I think that for me is where it started. That was when I realized he didn't like me.
What happened?
I went to go. He had a run-in with Sam Ben Ruby, and so I was standing next to him. I went to talk to him, and he gave me like the big palm, the hand, like get the fuck out of my face. I think he was like on the phone or something, which I didn't recognize, but it was really odd and really rude. And I was like, well, I remember leaving that night going, sort of fuck him, especially in light of what happened with him and Sam, because what happened with him and Sam was Sam went up to talk to him at your wedding, and Richie wouldn't respond, wouldn't acknowledge him.
Wow.
So Sam said, hey, man, you're not going to talk to me? And he goes, I don't talk to you at work. Why would I talk to you here? And he walked away.
No.
So you seem like one of the nicest guys, too.
Here's the thing. Gary's taken shots at me way before that.
What's with Sam and the attitude? Sam's like one of the nicest guys, too.
I've been here 15 years. I've never had an interaction with Sam.
Yeah, but he was trying to socialize.
And then one day I'm in the hall, and he just walked by and passed some obnoxious remark.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so I was like, fuck you. I was doing some work, and I don't remember the exact remark, but he passed a snide remark, and the one time you speak to me in 15 years is some obnoxious remark, so fuck you.
That's different. I didn't know that.
That's my attitude.
But at Howard's wedding, you can't just be cordially say yes or no and walk away? You were like making a scene, sort of.
Gary, did you see it, or did you hear that?
He told me what happened.
Okay, so you didn't see it, so I wasn't making a scene. If I was making a scene, more people would have seen it, right?
It's true. That's why it's called a scene.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't remember taking shots at Richie, and I never really had anything against it, but I felt that he didn't like me, and I was sort of like, well, fuck him then.
But you weren't invited to Jason's wedding, so how come you're inviting him?
Rachel's very fond of Jason. They email a lot. They converse a lot.
Rachel,
yeah,
okay.
and John Hine, because Rachel and John Hine have a past history working together.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
It is a method to the madness.
It's so great. I love it. Like, there's like things that go on here, Robin, we have no idea.
I know. There are things out in the hall that happen between people. We don't have a clue.
Clue me in, because I'm interested, because I respect you. You think Gary's lazy, right? Everyone says that.
No, I don't think he's lazy.
I've heard you criticize him behind his back and say he's lazy.
I'll say this, because I'm not going to shy away from anything. I think in the past few years, and I'll probably be the only one to vocally say it here out loud, I think he's gotten arrogant in the past few years.
Oh.
I think he's developed a little bit of an ego in the past few years.
That's interesting. I need to hear this feedback, because he works for me. So I don't see that.
Like, there was an incident once where I know he told the camera guy to turn it off so he could talk shit.
Right.
Like there was going to be a segment here once when a guy wanted to come in and perform some sort of fat injection surgery.
Yeah.
And it was on the schedule for a while, and I brought it up like, that's an open surgery in the middle of a studio. We can't have it.
Right.
And then he bitched like, who the fuck is Richie Wilson to do my job?
Right.
I don't think that happened that way at all. But the other thing is, I think that sometimes when I got here, Howard, you told me to take more charge.
Right.
And I think some people see that as arrogance. When you have to be in charge, you have to tell people they can and can't do things. And when you used to be a different person, some people get a chip on their shoulder about it.
Well, it's not a chip on the shoulder. It's not when you say turn the camera off so you can pass a comment saying, who the fuck is he? Then I
have no idea what you're talking about. I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about. But I would say that if anybody would be the definition of a chip on their shoulder, it would be you, although I don't think that's true of you anymore. But I think there was a period of time where you had an enormous chip on your shoulder.
I mean, I always have
I think, again, I wouldn't be the only one to say that, too. But, again, I talked to Howard about this at dinner the other night. I don't think I've changed. I think you've changed.
Now, you know what's interesting? last week during the Tabitha segment, you made a remark, Howard, saying, I wonder why nobody likes Richie.
Right.
And I went in the back and I said, I guarantee that came from Gary because they had dinner the night before and he talked shit.
No, he didn't. No, but I know that a couple of people said to me they don't like Richie Wilson. That he's a tough guy. And
I don't
tries
care.
To,
I don't care if they do or they don't. Like
wasn't
when
Gary though?
Is that true?
Like when Gary said,
listen, people report to me.
Like when Gary said before,
Really?
Yeah.
Richie doesn't like me, so I don't like him. To me, that's immature and childish. If someone doesn't like me, I'll still like them because I don't care.
Yeah, but then you said you won't invite Will to your wedding because Will didn't invite you.
And
Jason didn't invite you to his wedding, but you invited Jason. So
did you hear 5 minutes ago when I said Rachel's very fond of Jason and has a rapport with him, so that's why she invited him?
But again, I understand. You know, Jason and Will have always sort of, you're really going out of your way to single out people that you don't like.
Okay, so did you like Tom Chiusano?
I did.
Did you invite him to your wedding?
Did not.
Okay.
There you go. What does that mean?
I don't know.
That means there were a lot of people.
I thought he said he did like him. I'm sorry. I thought he said he did.
There were many people I liked that I did not invite to my wedding. I think that it's very clear that people you didn't.
So
invite.
are you not inviting Gary as revenge for Tom?
No. I mean, I like Will. I like Will a lot.
Right. Anybody else? Will, are you insulted? Now's your time to speak up.
I mean, Will said it once. Will said it with his wedding list. There's an A team and a B team, and you can't invite everybody.
You only left off 4 people.
Right. I mean,
right. You know what I mean? Like, he left off 4 people you selected. It's interesting.
I wasn't, offended until I heard the rest of the list, and I was like, geez.
You're on that list.
I thought...
Even Scott the engineer is invited.
Like, I've hung out with Scott outside of work.
I understand that, but no one invites Scott the engineer to anything.
You're supposed to forget Scott.
Yeah, you're supposed to forget to invite him.
It's just weird. I think he has a little bit...
Tabitha Stevens was invited.
I think Richie has a little bit of beef with me, but he won't admit it. Like, there was a long period there where he was just really kind of cold to me, and I said to him straight up, I said, did I do something to offend you? And he said no. So what am I going to do? I take him at his word.
When he said that to me, I said maybe I have been kind of cold to standoffish, and we've been cool since then.
Yeah, we've been good.
I reflected, and I said, okay, maybe
I love you.
I'm sorry.
I do.
There was an incident once with Gary where he even did something fucked up to Rachel.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? I didn't know that. What did he do?
She was in the green room getting her hair done for the bonus show. And he walks in, and this was seen by a few people. He goes, I need that chair you're sitting on. I need that chair you're sitting on. And okay, take the chair. It was so he can get a haircut by Tony in the other room.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That was just...
That's not right.
That was a shit move.
That's a shit move. Barry, did you do that?
Possibly. I don't remember, but it's totally possible. Howard, there's a million places to sit in there, and we needed a chair that moves, and that was the one.
You needed a chair.
Yeah, not we.
Well, me and John, but it's not that big a deal. There's a whole sofa in there.
Well, you could say, hey, Ray.
She was getting her hair and makeup done. You can't get it on a sofa.
It probably went something more like this.
Doesn't matter. Gary needed a haircut.
It probably went something more like this. Do you mind if we borrow that chair? But Richie probably...
No. There were other people here. If they want to come in or if they want to say it happened that way...
Well, I know this must be good because John Lieberman has his microphone out. He's like, he's ready to report.
He's ready to cover this one.
Bigfoot Jr., you believe this? What goes on here?
No, I can't believe it all this, but I figured I could at least try to sum it up. Gary's professional relationship with Richie is like at a 9, but his personal relationship is like at a 2 it is.
Yeah, right. You're right. You're making sense for one. Good for you. Bigfoot Jr., everybody. Well, anyway, I don't know what's going to happen. John Lieberman, do you know anything about this? Or is this news to him, too?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Here's the official news report on Richie's wedding.
All right.
Who knew? Who knew all this was going on?
It's interesting. For the ones that you say don't like me, then don't be nice to my face. To me, that's bullshit. If I don't like someone, they're gonna know it.
If I have to work with you, I'm not gonna be a dick to you. I gotta work with you. We just worked together yesterday. Should I be, hey fuckhead, come in here and look at this, or like, hey, let's go in and look at this together?
Okay. That's fine. We have, like I said earlier, we have a cordial, respectful, working relationship.
Can I ask you a question? Have you not noticed in the last year that I have made an effort to be nicer to you?
No.
Then that's you. That's who you are.
That's who I am.
He hasn't. You don't detect this new nice Gary?
No.
No.
New
I actually thought I've gone out of my way to be nicer to Richie, but I guess if you don't kiss his ass, it's not enough.
See, like, he gets all angry. Like it's childish to me. Like, I don't like you, so you don't like me, and you don't kiss. I never asked you to kiss my ass. Never once.
No, I didn't kiss your ass. I just said I made an effort to be nicer to you, and I think if somebody makes an effort to be nicer to you, and you rebuff that, that might be considered a little childish.
How have you been nicer?
Yeah, in what ways are you nice?
I've just been really. I think.
How many times have you invited me to your little man cave for a football thing? How many times have you invited me to lunch? How many times? No, answer the question.
I'm going to answer. How many times have I had people to my man cave? Once. I didn't invite
really
Brian,
once?
Once. I didn't invite Brian Phelan. I didn't invite Doug. I didn't invite a ton of people.
Why do you want to go to his house?
No, I'm just saying.
I was there. It's horrible.
I know. I'm just saying.
That's a stupid thing because.
How could you say that?
Sorry, I forgot.
There's only 8 chairs and 4 bar stools, and the bar stools were taken.
But have you ever invited me once to hang out with you socially? Go to lunch, hang out, or anything? Have you ever?
But I don't hang out with any. I don't take JD to lunch. I don't take Tracy to lunch. I don't hang out socially. I don't live in the city. Where are the things that I've done here socially that you've seen me do with others, but not with you?
It's called, hey, let's go grab lunch at work or something. Just if you made a concerted effort to bury the hatchet, it would be nice.
I don't do that with Will and John and Jason, and I work with them every day.
Yeah, I get that, Richie.
He's always with John Hine. He can't be with you.
Between you and John Hine, he wants to be with John Hine.
But even, I gotta tell you, even the time I spent with John Hine,
I get that.
Here.
He's in love with John Hine, man.
Yeah.
Those two should get married. That's a bromance like I've never seen. John, what do you know about this? You're a newsman. You must be on top of this.
Yeah, we're on top of it. We've known about this for some time,
Oh,
Howard.
have you?
Right.
And in fact, we were going to bring it into headline to you today, but you got to it before. Look, I think Richie is a polarizing figure. I think a lot of people like him, and I think a lot of people dislike him.
Are you on top of who likes him and who doesn't?
I have a pretty good idea.
Who doesn't like him?
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't like
who
him? Well,
doesn't?
I think we just heard. I mean, I think Gary clearly, has a little disdain. I think the radio side more dislikes you, and the TV side likes you. And I think it's because
Who knew
maybe
Richie was so involved.
Yeah, a polarizing
Richie
figure
is.
even.
Yeah, I think he can be intimidating to some. I think some think you're smug.
I mean, I just don't. I don't take any.
You don't take any shit?
It's either black or white, man. Either.
And you see, Richie has aligned himself with Ronnie, which also then.
Yeah, Ronnie's a good friend of mine.
That makes sense.
That is where the polarizing
fact.
Yes, Robin.
Wow.
This is where the polarizing effect comes in because Richie has so closely aligned himself with Ronnie that anybody who might not like Ronnie automatically associates Richie with the strip club Ronnie scene.
Yeah, because
this is what's going on.
Yeah, Ronnie is a polarizing figure too. Yeah. Oh, Ronnie.
Wait a minute.
Ronnie's behind
Are
you.
you saying a lot of people
don't like Ronnie? Then
You're an idiot.
And by the way, Ronnie,
I'm
what
not
is
doing
with
this
you and
again.
John Lieberman?
I'm not doing it again, Howard.
You're out of line with him.
Number 3. Did you see what you're wearing?
Yeah, I see number 3. He comes up to me this morning. He says, I'm getting a number 3 emblazoned. He didn't use that word, of course.
Right.
Put on the side of his sport jacket because Dale Earnhardt was known as the Intimidator, and I'm calling Ronnie the Intimidator.
Yeah, so because I'm friends with Richie, nobody likes Richie. You stupid man.
Howard, I don't want to get into this with Ronnie. All I said was...
Then why did you bring it up?
Because I was explaining why Richie is seen as a polarizing figure. Some people really like him, some do not, in part because of his association with you.
Are you saying people don't like Ronnie?
Well, Ronnie's got this new personality. Like, I hear him fighting with John Lieberman. You won't even talk to John.
Fuck John Lieberman.
John's helping you.
I don't give a shit about fuck him.
You're out. You are
out of line.
Yeah, I'm a big shot, right?
You got a little carried away.
Yes, I got carried away.
Ever since you got that TV deal.
No,
what happened to that deal?
No, ever since I got my pace car.
Oh, that's the thing. Why won't you talk about your pace car? Who gives a shit?
And Ronnie was seen, Howard. I now have it through 2 sources. Ronnie was seen tooling around town recently in the pace car.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
So you're denying it?
When?
Are you denying it?
When?
Are you denying it?
When? Tell me when, and I'll tell you if I was out. When, asshole?
Have you, in the past 7 days,
you 3,
been...
Look at you with a 3 on the side of your fucking headphones.
Richie, you hang around with Ronnie? How does that go?
Not anymore.
You're disassociating yourself.
Stupid.
Ronnie, what's the big deal with this pace car? When John asks you about it, why do you make such a big deal about it?
I want to know when he saw me out.
When did you see him?
I just said I did not see you. My sources saw you.
When did your sources see me?
Sources?
Over the past...
Sources, man. When?
I can't even have a conversation with you,
You're
Ronnie.
an idiot, that's why.
How? I will not resort back to the personal attacks. This is an old shtick.
Right. Yeah,
Here's the
shtick.
thing.
Right.
Howard, I have 2 sources who have seen Ronald out in public over the past 7 days. Have you been out in the car over the past 7 days?
Moron.
Have you
been
or
out
not?
in your car?
I might have been.
All right, so there you go.
Thank you.
7
Thank
days.
you.
Why is it such a big deal that
What's
you're driving
the big
around in your
deal?
car?
Why is it such a big deal to him?
Because you keep resisting talking about it.
Because it's not nobody's business.
The issue is this, Howard.
I saw that car.
You didn't see shit.
Yeah, I
know.
seen it
You didn't
too.
see
It
anything.
is.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw Ronnie driving that stupid pace car the other day. It was made by Matchbox. I didn't write this stuff.
The issue is this, Howard. Ronnie is going out to Vegas this weekend for the block party. I was assigned to cover this weekend in Vegas.
I know, and he's saying that he won't.
He won't
let you
have
cover
you?
it.
He has unilaterally somehow decided that I will not be let in to
You're
cover this
going in.
event.
If you're not going in, I'm putting an end to the block party. What do you think of that? And it only helps the block party because he'll have something to fucking say on stage when he sees you there.
And we'll know what went on.
Right. You are letting him in to the block party. No ands, ifs, or
I might let him in, but
that's damn right.
somebody might let him out.
He's covering it.
My God.
Ronnie, he's carried away.
Yeah,
I'm a big shot.
It's like the Godfather.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
I will be there covering it. And what I like is, Ronnie, when you say you're in charge of something,
I didn't say I was in charge.
well, you just said you had the power to get me out of there.
Yeah, but I didn't say I was in charge.
But when there's issues like with Scott the engineer's pay, you defer and say, "Oh, I'm not a decision
that has
maker."
nothing to do with me with the pay.
Are you or are you not a decision maker in terms of the block party?
In your case, yeah.
Okay, see, it's a case by case.
Exactly.
You assert your power when you wish.
Yes.
Well, we were talking about Richie Wilson's wedding, which
But I don't know how.
I can't wait for Richie's wedding, man.
should be
It's
a
gonna
lot of
great,
fun, I'm
man.
sure.
Yeah, but does
I already
Ronnie-
prepared a speech, everything.
Oh,
No
really?
kidding.
I'm in the wedding party, man.
Getting a poem.
Yes.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're an
Ronnie's in
usher?
the wedding party?
Hell yeah, man.
He's the ring boy.
Richie, will you tell Howard what Ronnie wrote on his RSVP card? You have to hear this, Howard.
Go ahead.
The RSVP card was a postcard,
Right.
so
Yeah.
everybody could see it, and he writes on the back, like, "Fuck you, dick ass," or "I can't wait, you dick ass."
Oh, my God. That's in the regular post.
Because that's what goes on between
Yeah,
us,
but his
man.
wife's going to see.
She
But
calls
it's
me
in the
dick
mail.
ass.
No, the Postal Service
It's
will
in the
see it. It's
mail.
on the postcard.
Oh my God! The Postal Service will see it. Oh my God! Oh, John.
Why do you write something like that? You become a whole thing.
Yeah, I became a whole thing, man. A whole thing. I became.
Well,
class.
there is one thing that's clear.
I can't
You
wait for
can't
this
talk
wedding.
to Ronnie anymore.
Yeah. No, you can't.
Nah.
Shut.
Can't talk to me.
Well,
Your sources.
Were they right?
You're an idiot.
Were they
Where
right?
did they see me? Where
Were
did they
they-
see me? Where did they see me?
Were they right? Were they correct?
You're guessing.
Were-
You're guessing. Who are your sources and where did they see me?
A, I'm never giving up my sources.
Okay, where
B,
did they see
I
me,
have
idiot?
locations and times and places
Well, let me hear
where
'em.
All right,
your car was
Let me
seen.
hear 'em.
Anyway,
Let
me hear 'em.
I'm done.
Yeah,
with
you're
that.
done because you don't have the information.
There are more important things to
Bullshit.
talk about.
Bullshit.
what was he doing in the pace car?
Bullshit. What was
did
I
your
doing?
sources
He was
say?
just driving.
Yeah,
just
I was
tooling
just
around.
driving, tooling around. Yeah.
In a T-shirt with his tattoos exposed.
What a moron.
I'm
You are a moron. You are a moron.
Ronnie, your personal attacks are old.
Okay.
Bigfoot Jr. is getting upset.
Would you please give me the times and the dates and where?
Why?
Why not? You want me to answer?
You know where you were in your car.
No, I don't.
Car.
You were pacing.
Yeah, I was pacing with the pace.
Bigfoot Jr., I apologize. It's upsetting to you. You have limited intelligence, and this has got to sound moronic even to you.
Does anyone have ketchup for my scabies? It is.
You know, he has scabies. That's
Good for him.
Yeah, you have scabies. That's very serious.
Glad he's sitting next to you.
Well, I know. I'm nervous.
There's one on your desk right now, Howard. Can you give it back? It is.
You're getting attached to them?
Yeah, they're my own little friends.
Yeah, well. Anyway, John, you have anything to add about Ronnie or Richie Wilson?
and his...
Yeah, think of something good,
friendliness.
John. Go ahead. I see the wheels turning. Go ahead.
Oh, you know what, Ronnie? Get over it.
Just that Ronnie apparently is writing the wedding speech from the toilet. That's where he is composing this.
Is he really going to give a speech?
Yeah.
And is he really in the wedding party?
Yeah, he is.
Wow. You're that close with Ronnie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at his house all the time. We're good friends.
If Gary would have you over, maybe he'd get to go to the wedding.
True.
Yeah.
Because when am I polarized like him?
Polarizing.
Yeah, like sunglasses. You're polarized.
Right.
You're a weirdo, Lieberman. I swear to God.
Yeah, Tom, you're on the air in Boston.
Isn't Rachel that piece of ass girl that works for them too, and they kind of made him to marry her or something like that? Like he was dragging his ass.
He did. Richie did drag his ass. He
Dragged
had
my
trouble.
ass for a long time.
He was dragging his ass for a
But
long time.
now he's completely on board.
And Rachel is a piece of ass.
I even told Rachel to break up with him a long time ago. Yeah.
Wow, and now you're in the wedding party.
Yeah.
Right.
Howard, one more thing. Great job on AGC. What's his name? Asking that. Are you ever going to punish him for what he did? I mean, seriously, keep him off the air for like a month.
What did he do?
Well, when he went to AGT and was banging that girl in the, up against the building, total disrespect for you.
Nah, I don't care.
Are you ever going to just keep him off for a month? Because you know he's on hold every day.
No, he's not on hold every day, and him banging a girl at AGT is just—he's ass napkin Ed. That's what he does. The idea that any girl would bang him is more remarkable than anything else. Yes, John.
I was going to say, Ass Napkin Ed is taking a train, we have learned, from upstate New York all the way out to Vegas. It's going to take him 5 days to get there for the block party this weekend, which I'll be covering.
He wants
Good
to be
for
with
you,
Ron.
John.
Good. That's a promotion.
I said good
Ronnie.
for you, John.
No. Wow.
Good for you, John.
Do you understand we're a radio station and that John has to do his job and report on
Good
everybody?
for John.
Do you get
You're
that?
the only one. I mean, I can ask questions of anybody else back there, and they'll give an answer.
Oh, please.
You're the only one.
Come on now. You know that's
I
not
can
true,
ask-
you liar.
I can ask
you
Tim
lie.
Sabian, who
what
is
about,
the boss.
You ask Benji, you never get a straight answer half the time.
I can ask Tim Sabian,
Such
the
a
boss,
liar. You're such
about
a liar.
shitting
You
or,
lie.
or
You're
pissing
such
in
a
the
li-
woods during
yeah,
golf.
right. Yeah,
and he'll
okay.
answer me.
Yeah, right. He really answered you about shitting on the wall. Yeah. Yeah.
And I can ask Will about slamming his golf clubs and making a scene at a private country club, and he'll answer
good
me.
for you. Good for you,
But you
boy.
won't answer me.
Good for you, boy.
Boy.
What?
Boy.
Richie, how do you hang out at Ronnie's house? I mean, what goes on there?
Richie's as crazy as I am, man.
Is he?
Oh, Richie's nuts.
Didn't strike
You don't
me that
even
way.
know.
I don't believe that.
Oh, you better believe it.
Give me an example of him being crazy. What does he do?
I don't know. I can't. Yeah, believe me, Richie's crazy.
Did he ever bang Rachel in front of you?
No.
All right, ain't that crazy.
He's not that crazy.
Right.
You've been in the pace car, right?
I haven't sat in it, but I looked inside and I got to see it.
Exactly. You're one of the only people here who has seen it.
Like a Bigfoot sighting.
Ooh, that's great.
Have you ever seen Rachel naked?
No.
No, you've seen her in bikinis and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, bikini, yeah.
Bikinis.
Have you seen her topless?
No.
Almost.
What do you
Almost.
mean?
Yeah,
he
right.
actually took her shopping for wedding
Oh,
dresses.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a thing for your wife.
No, I don't. We're friends.
Oh, bullshit.
We're good friends.
You ever see Richie naked?
No.
Topless?
You want to?
No.
Topless.
All right, boys.
I want to see John naked.
What is wrong with you? Last thing on the wedding, Richie.
Yeah, Richie. What's wrong with you?
Go ahead, quickly, because I got to move on. I got a ton of stuff to get.
You invited everybody in the newsroom except Lisa G.
Yeah.
Is this a long-standing feud?
It's not a feud. It's just that
But you're singling her out.
you invite people that I hang out with Shuli. I like John a lot. I want to hang out more with John.
Why?
Lisa is just I don't know. She's kind
You
of
should have invited Lisa.
in my personal opinion, she's kind of a dud.
Invite, I can bang her at your wedding.
Ronnie would do that.
Yeah, I would. Right
It
on
would
the
be
table.
And I'll be there with a microphone.
Yeah. No, you're not working that night. You'll be dancing like at the Christmas party.
All right, guys.
Drunken bitch.
Listen, you two will probably be all over each other at the fucking wedding.
Yes,
You'll see.
they'll be
Yeah.
Ronnie
Oh,
and John.
yeah.
Yeah, weren't they slow dancing together at the Christmas party?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would.
That was before.
That was before.
That
Yeah,
was before Ronnie turned into the Intimidator.
Yeah, number 3. That's why you're wearing headphones to say number 3 on them.
All right.
You're
Thank you.
scared. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm scared of you.
Look at you. I didn't say you were scared of me. That's what you've been putting up all over the place.
I said
You've been
on-
intimidated.
No, you're like a paper. You're like a paper tiger. You're a paper tiger. You'll go on Twitter and say stuff, but then out in the halls
Dude,
you'll
I'm
just say
saying
no
it right
comment.
here. I'm saying it right here. What
Paper
are you fucking
tiger.
talking about?
Paper tiger.
Bullshit artist. Bullshit
All right, Ronnie.
artist.
Thank you.
Thank
guys,
you, Ronald.
All right, I got to take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes. I got to calm down from all this nonsense. Goodbye.
John? Yes.
the relationship between you and Ronald Munn has become quite contentious. I think it's safe to say that. It's fair to say that.
I thought we were getting along well. I mean, we did get along well at the Christmas party, and then since then it's kind of deteriorated because he finds me very annoying. I feel like I'm just doing my job, and sometimes I egg him on a little bit on Twitter or in person, but his venom is really something. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it.
Well, I think what offends you the most is that the attacks have become personal. It's not about the job that you're doing all the time now. It's about you. He's calling you a dummy, a jerk.
An idiot.
Right.
Yeah, dummy, jerk, idiot. And the funny thing is that he's trying to attack my work and the credibility of my stories, but he hasn't once been able to say that any story I put on the air wasn't true or wasn't accurate. So that's one part. He hasn't been able to discredit any of my stories. So then he resorts to the name calling. The idiot, the jerk, the moron. To me, that's out of line, and I think you heard Howard agree with that too.
Fuck him. That's what I say.
Howard pointed to the fact that you're angry with John for simply doing his job. Do you agree with that?
No.
Why not? Explain.
He keeps making these statements that he's got sources and times and dates and shit. I don't ask to see it. I didn't ask for your source, dipshit.
But that's what journalists do.
Let me see the times and the dates and where I was. Okay, Mr. Journalist asshole. What? Let me see the times and the dates.
Journalist asshole.
Hey, relax. I am.
Relax.
Go get me the times and the dates, you idiot.
So let me play devil's advocate. If he goes and grabs these times and these dates,
and I said I would answer yes or no if I was there.
But at the end of the day, will that change your opinion on John Lieberman?
No, you're still an asshole.
Sometimes when discussions like these happen, it can resolve some tension, some issues. Do you feel like any of that occurred between you and Gary today? Did it relieve anything? Was it good to air it out in the open?
No, because it could have escalated to something even bigger. I know that, you know that, and I tried to take the high road, but when asked a question, I'm going to give the best honest answer that I can. And I know when you go to talk to him, he's going to give a snide remark or say something snarky or something, try to put me down, and I don't care. Look, you either like somebody or you don't like the person, and you can't like everybody. It's impossible. And not everybody's going to like you. So the people that like me, great, cool. The people that don't like me, if there are those people out there, they're chicken shits and pussies for coming at me with smiles and talking behind my back.
I said I thought I was being nicer to him, and I said I thought he's changed in the last year or two, and I think those are both positive things. I don't know if he saw them as positives.
Prior to that, during times when you said Richie had a big chip on his shoulder, what was it like to be around him?
You got to watch what you say because he gets angry. He just, you can piss him off. And I was sort of like, well, I'm in charge here. Why do I have to walk on eggshells around him? But he doesn't really work for me, so I don't really have any power over him. And so it's just a matter of coexisting and getting the job done, which I think we've done. However we feel about each other, I will say this: it's never affected the job that either one of us has done here.
As far as your relationship with Gary and some of the things that happened in the past, do you feel as if he's glossing over them and choosing not to remember them the same way as you, or do you think he legitimately doesn't realize that he was rude to you on several occasions?
I think there's a big case of selective memory here. I think he remembers things the way he wants to remember them. Hey, look, how many times during the show will he come in and say, oh, I know, it's this, and he's dead wrong. Selective memory, I'm just calling it with that.
Some of the things that he pointed to as far as maybe comments you made or ways you treated him, you don't seem to remember them the same way.
Well, I think that when, we all break each other's balls here. Right, so the comment, like when after the Giants parade, I could see you be one of those guys. Like Will and I, and a lot of people can make that comment. So if you like each other, it's a funny comment. If you don't like each other, then you take it very personally. I probably made the comment liking him, not knowing he didn't like me. So I think that if you don't like somebody, everything they say is magnified.
Merman, yo. It doesn't seem as though things got resolved. I mean, you guys are cool, but you still believe there was some underlying beef.
Listen, this is clearly a move, like a fuck you move, to me. He could say it's, what was his excuse again? Oh, I didn't invite him to my wedding, and then Rachel and Jason are close, but, you know, when fucking Scott's getting invited, John Lieberman, who's probably been here less than a year, I hung out with Richie I've been here over 10 years, and we hung out all the time early on. And yes, I didn't invite him to my wedding, but I didn't invite a lot of people here. He seems to have invited everybody but 3 people. So when Tabitha Stevens is invited to the wedding, and I'm not, like, how can I not be like, well, what the fuck? That's definitely a fuck you to you.
As far as Will's lack of invitation, I think the one thing that got to him is the fact that there are only, 4 people, or he's one of the uninvited 4. Whereas with his wedding, I think he had to make a lot more cuts, just given his scenario. Do you see it from his perspective at all?
I kind of can, but also when you come out and say, wow, I wasn't invited to your wedding, grow up. You weren't invited. You're not going to be invited to every party. You're not going to be invited to everything that goes on. That's just the way life is. And it's my wedding. I'm inviting who I want. It's not a Stern Show staff wedding. It's my wedding. So I want to invite who I'm going to invite. I wasn't invited to Will's wedding when he invited a lot of other people from here. Did you go?
Yes.
There you go. And I've known Will a lot longer than you have. So what right did you have to get pissed at me? I mean, I'm not mad at the guy. I respect him for the fact that he came in and he said what he had to say. Like, that takes balls to do. And I respect that about the guy.
Steve-O, who's become lost in this limited list of the uninvited.
Right.
It's yourself.
Yeah.
An innocent guy, a guy who goes about his business for the most part around here.
For the most part.
Pretty much gets along with everyone.
Yeah.
Do you feel hurt by your diss?
No, see, it's very weird. At the beginning of the day, somebody came around and said, were you invited to Richie Wilson's wedding? And I said, no, but that's okay. I wouldn't expect to be. And I kind of felt pretty much what Richie said on the air, where, like, we get along, but I wouldn't expect to be invited to the wedding. Then, like, as it goes on, they go, all right, Will's not invited. Well, let me go. Lisa G's not invited, who I know Richie doesn't like. Gary's not invited, who I know Richie doesn't like. Will's not invited, who, I don't know, I'm on the fence on whether Richie likes or not. And then me. So then the question is either you're the one guy who didn't get invited, or Richie doesn't like me. So then as the day went on, it was more like, what's the deal, But then, he went on the air and talked, and I was like, okay, now we'll find out. And like I expected, he didn't have anything bad to say. Richie walked by during that too.
I know.
If I were to invite everybody here from work plus a guest, that would take up 75 of the slots already. Right. So you just have to narrow it down. If it was a giant place that held 500 people, pretty much everybody from here except Gary and Lisa G would be invited.
The dictator.
This is the agenda. I sent that to you last night.
Does he know any of the agenda, or
not
he
really?
only knows that you may ask him about summer DVDs and what he thinks of them. This is also the.
Oh,
notes.
he does know that.
That's the only one he knows. He doesn't know about Guess Who's the Jew, and he doesn't know if you want to rank the ethnicities.
Yeah, he won't care about that. I mean, he'll have fun with it.
Those are the questions you had for him, and there. There's a bunch of stuff. He's not going to call in. I don't think he's going to talk as himself. There was a couple.
No, I don't want to talk to him as himself.
So.
I mean, I'm geared up for him to be the dictator. We're going to try it.
Robin, on our phone right now
Yes.
is an exalted leader He had a big hit movie, Admiral General Shabazz Al-Din. I don't know how many of you saw the movie The Dictator.
Oh, I did.
It's the story of his life. He is an amazing dictator, one of the greatest dictators of all time.
He put the dick in dictator.
Is it true, General? May I call you General?
Jahnoon, hello, and to the west. Hello, is that Howard Stern?
General, let me...
Howard Stern?
Yes.
I have done some research on you. Your real name is not Howard Stern. It is, in fact, Rabbi Moshe Galinsky.
To talk to me about your country and your attitude toward Jews.
The Jews?
Yeah, the Jews. I want to talk about the Jews. In your country, the Jews are the devil, right?
No, I got no problem with the Jews. We know that you guys, you controlled Hollywood. Also, you made this film, Titanic, about when the biggest ship was sunk by Israelis in 1912.
Right. Now, you have said death to Israel. Am I correct?
Oh, yes, death to Israel. It is a greeting in our country.
Yes. How good are you at...
It's a greeting.
In other words, it's a greeting in your country. Is that correct?
Yes. You know, instead of hello, how are you? Hello, death to Israel.
Right. So because I want to understand more about your country. You're a fascinating man. I mean, it's incredible. It even says in your bio that you claim you were born with all of the world's knowledge inside your brain, and that you hold 118 PhD degrees. Is this true?
I have 118 PhDs from our university and also a diploma in spray tanning from the Qatar Community College.
And it also claims that you are the country's #1 drive time DJ. Is that true?
I have a morning show. Everybody tuned in. I do a wonderful singing. We have a woman sings whatever Western woman I have had kidnapped that week.
Right. It also says that General Al-Din paid Dionne Warwick $5 million to perform at his birthday party, which you regularly do. $5 million. Why Dionne Warwick? You probably could have gotten her for $10,000.
Well, Dionne Warwick, I have had her and many others. Kanye, a lot of these women, they come and they are performing in the drive time show. You know this girl, Kim Kardashian?
Yes.
Yeah.
I brought her over to my palace. She is so hairy. You know, I have a beard.
Yeah.
She is so hairy, when I pulled down her panties, I thought I was staring in the mirror.
Wow. Oh, how embarrassing. By the way, your movie, The Dictator, which did...
Howard, you know, she told me that she is planning to bleach her asshole. Or Kanye West, to use his proper name.
She's going to bleach Kanye
She's
West,
gonna
her
bleach
asshole.
Kanye.
The Dictator, by the way, is available on Blu-ray and DVD today. It's a great day for you. Let's test how well you know the Jews, General. I'm going to give you the name of 3 Hollywood famous people. Tell me which one's a Jew, okay? Are you ready?
Of course, please.
Okay. Here we go. Robert Pattinson from Twilight.
Jew.
Well, hold on. I'm giving you 3. Robert Pattinson, Ryan Reynolds, Jake Gyllenhaal. Which one is a Jew?
All Jews.
All Jews.
All Jews. Is he right?
Well,
He's a Jew.
What?
Everybody in Hollywood is a Jew.
By definition.
You say everyone is a Jew.
Is that who is the woman laughing?
That is Robin, my longtime friend and partner on the air.
Hello, Sugar Tits.
Right. Now you'll pay.
I mean, Miss Sugar Tits.
General,
That's right.
You will pay women to have sex with you. We see it in your movie. You had Megan Fox. How much did you pay her? What is her name? Megan Fox, right?
Megan Fox, she came over. I did a legitimate rape on her. I paid her $300,000 for 40 minutes.
How was it? How many times did you bang her in 40 minutes?
I banged her only once.
Right.
And now she accuses me of being the father of her unborn child.
Right.
If this was the case, it would be the world's first ever anal conception.
Now, what about your claim that your movie, The Dictator, won several honors at the 2012 Wadian Academy Awards? That is your country's Academy Awards. Best Picture, Best Actor, and Least Jewish Actor you won also, right?
Yes, I won all 4.
Those 4 and best
Most
torture.
coveted is least Jewish, I would imagine.
Yes, that's something else. Now,
Zionist film as well of the year.
are you worried about your enemies and the bordering countries?
Of course, you know, it is a very dangerous what has been happening. Of course, the Arab Spring is happening. All the dictators are falling. We lost many great people this year. I'm talking, of course, about Colonel Gaddafi.
Right.
Great people.
Gaddafi was a friend of yours?
Gaddafi was a good friend. Also, Kim Jong-il, a wonderful friend. He's dead now. I remember one time, one of the Axis of Evil gatherings, we got Kim Jong-il drunk. We only gave him 1 shot of tequila. He was totally drunk. And then we used a Sharpie and we drawed on his face, Hillary sat here.
Who is the greatest dictator of all time? I'm going to give you some names. Is it Hitler, is it bin Laden, or is it Kim Il-jong?
Kim Jong-il.
Kim Jong-il, rather.
The greatest, I mean, is it Hitler? It's like asking someone if the Beatles is the greatest band. Of course, they're all great, but Kim J was, to me, the best. He did so much to spread compassion, wisdom, and herpes throughout the world.
So that's your favorite dictator of all time besides yourself?
He was the closest to me.
Would a radio show...
He was the closest to, in his 3-inch lifts.
Would a show like mine ever exist in your country, or would it be is it too permissive to have a show like mine?
Well, I used to have a lot of other drive time DJs, but then they all got executed.
And are there gays in your country?
There are gays, you know, there are no gays in my country, like in your country. Like Ryan Seacrest is a gay man.
Right.
He apparently has an asshole like a collapsed mine shaft. He is so gay, the only way you get him to have a sex activity with a lady would be if you did a poo-poo in her vagina.
Well, are you saying that in your country you've eliminated all gay people, or you just don't allow
Or they just don't have gay people?
No, they are not born.
Right.
I see.
How do you prevent gay people from being born? It's an amazing thing.
They just, I don't know, they don't pop out.
When you think about...
it's like women, they just, you hear the flushing noise.
Here's 3 people in Hollywood. Tell me if they're Jewish or not. Daniel Day-Lewis, Christian Bale, Daniel Craig. Only one of them is Jewish. Which one?
Daniel Craig.
Wrong. Daniel Day-Lewis. His mother is a Jew from Poland.
I love Daniel Day-Lewis is a Jew.
Yes.
Yes.
He should take that Oscar back from him.
Right.
We'll never watch Dances with Wolves again.
Which
a masterpiece.
Which of these ethnic groups do you hate the most? Are you ready?
Of course, please.
Okay. The blacks, the Jews, or the Eskimos?
Well, who can hate the Eskimos? They are lovely people, only making snow and with the mooses.
Right.
The Jews.
The Jews. Always the Jews. Even more than the blacks.
The blacks, I don't mind the blacks. I love the blacks. In fact, one time I asked for Jay-Z's wife. I had her paid to come over to my palace. What is her name?
Beyonce.
Beyonce, but I was very disappointed because they sent instead Serena Williams.
Oh, they tried to fool you.
It was horrific. It was like paddling a canoe up the Suez Canal.
What do you think of women's rights?
She illegitimately raped me. My asshole was so battered, my doctor thought I had been hit by a car.
What do you think of women's rights in your country? Are there any women's rights?
Listen, in my country, women have exactly the same rights as everybody else.
Right.
Absolutely none.
None.
Will you go, General, because you're so sexually active, will you ever go down?
I enjoy myself, Howard, like you.
Will you go down on a woman with her period?
I go down on a woman with her period? Why would I do that?
You would never to give the woman pleasure.
No, what, to do a legitimate rape on her? No.
Right. And so, what about camels? Do you use them as a form of transportation in your country?
The gumel, we take the gumel and we go on the gumel, we go on the hump of the gumel and we use the hump of the gumel. We don't use it for transport. We use it for an eating or the Gomel hump. Is that clear?
Do you admire O.J. and Robert Blake?
Who is Robert Blake? I know O.J.
Do you admire O.J.?
O.J., we have him over to the palace one time. You know, he and a few other of the black people, they perform for us. We once had Tupac Shakur.
Right.
You know Tupac Shakur?
Yeah, of course.
He came over to my palace for my birthday party about, I can't remember, 15, 20 years ago. And then he tells me, says on the microphone, he orders me to he says, put your hands up in the air. And then he orders me to wave them like you just don't care.
And you got angry at that.
How dare this man come to my palace and tell me where to put my fucking hands?
Right.
I tell people where to put their fucking hands. I am a dictator. I care where my hands are. I don't not care.
Did you inherit your country from your father?
Yes, it is a tragic story.
What happened?
My mother, she died in childbirth from strangulation.
Right.
And my father, he also died of natural causes. He was allergic to bullets.
Right.
And my uncle is going to die in a tragic helicopter crash later on today.
I see. And did you have any siblings?
Yes, I had 11 brothers.
And what happened to them?
They went missing. I don't know.
Yeah. Nobody knows what happened to them.
I didn't kill them at all.
You know, Dictator, your movie, The Dictator, is available on Blu-ray and DVD today. It comes out. A lot of people are excited about this.
Why did he decide to make a movie? I mean...
Well, look at him. He's had so many accolades from this movie. And look at the awards he won. He won Best Costumes, Best Simulated Sex Scene, Best Actual Sex Scene, Best
But none
Torture
of the
Scene.
other dictators have made movies.
He won for Least Jewish Actor. I mean, look at all these awards. Why shouldn't he? And it made a lot of money, like $167 million worldwide. Am I correct?
You know, all the best movies are originally made in my country where they are.
Really?
The Lorax is based on the Zionist Dr. Zeus.
Right.
Thief who stole all his books from our great author, Dr. Sahur Ma'al-Belet. The Cat in the Hat was originally called The Jew in the Shoe.
I didn't know that. By the way, there are other DVDs besides yours coming out today. I see 2 are coming out today beside yours. One is called Chimpanzee and the other one is called Burning.
The Burning and Chimpanzee?
Yes.
Who burns the chimpanzee?
Well, in other words, are you afraid of the competition from these other DVDs?
I am afraid of a burning chimpanzee. Why would I be afraid of a burning chimpanzee?
Well, you have nothing to fear, Dictator. I want to say thank you for calling in. Everyone is excited about you calling in.
Thank you very much, Rabbi
Stern.
And the black woman is in a box. I hear you keep her in a box.
That's correct.
So you can perform easier to make the legitimate rape on her.
That's right. Dictator, your DVD, The Dictator, is available on Blu-ray and DVD today. Congratulations to you, Dictator.
Does he invite people to come to his country? Is it safe to tour?
Listen, Sugar Tits, you come to my country. Is it true that you slept with Gaddafi?
No.
She would, though.
Yeah, of course. I heard that he once he slept with one of the men from your show.
Oh, one of the men.
Fred. He brought a Fred over.
Ah, Fred.
Aren't you?
He put a pen up your fatut.
Dictator, aren't you afraid that you're going to be the next dictator to get killed?
No, I don't. I'm not scared about that. You know, a few of them. This Arab Spring is a fad, a bit like the Atkins diet.
Right. You think it'll pass in time?
Yeah, it will pass. It will pass. As a precaution, I removed all the spring months. February, March, and April don't exist in Wadiya anymore.
You're smart. You're so smart, Dictator. No wonder you're still around.
It's amazing.
Dictator, best of luck with your DVD today.
Thank you. Best of luck with you. Death to the Jews and death to Israel and America, too.
All right, General. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
There's General Al-Din, the dictator.
Yeah, it's odd that he wants the Jews and Americans to watch his movie.
Oh, that he doesn't mind. But he won Least Jewish Actor, which is the most coveted award.
That is the one every Arab dictator goes for.
You like that, Bigfoot? Do you enjoy hearing General Al-Din?
No, I love that guy. He makes real good movies. I wanted to say, though, that I'm no congressman but I say illegitimate rape is just as devastating as legitimate rape.
I didn't even know.
Just ask my victims.
I didn't even know you knew the word legitimate.
Well, I learned to listen to the dictator is to use that word a lot.
And devastating is another word you used, which is even more shocking.
I've been reading a lot of this.
Well, good for you. All right. Let me take a break. We'll come back right after these words. Thank you, Dictator. You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, the show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, whack packers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine.
Man, you got that down.
I got it down, and I got more. There's more where that came from. So I have to be honest and tell you that I'm a little bit nervous about today's Fine Time guest, and there's very good reason for that, because this is the man who is responsible for such classic bits as Shock the Puss, having live MMA fights here in his studio, having people hung from torture racks, and
having chicks show their
having
Speaking of which,
show their we're not even going to go back. I have
deep plunge Willie.
There was a bear, an 800-pound bear that ate Swedish fish off someone's back. So you can imagine why I'm a little bit nervous today. This man is also a loving father and is involved in many charities and has a bottle of alcohol that we're starting with.
We're in the South, my friend. That's how we roll, with apple pie moonshine. And I'm cutting this interview officially off, no matter if you have a big here or not. If you don't let me baby bird you some apple pie moonshine. That's all I roll.
Please help me in welcoming the one and only Bubba the Love Sponge.
Open up, baby. Come on.
Oh God,
Open
I'm so
up,
scared.
Mama.
A little
Don't
bit.
be scared.
Okay.
No, I'm not a little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
There's no such thing as a little
I
bit.
haven't even had breakfast yet.
Shut the
God.
up. Here we go.
All right,
Open up
go.
like a baby bird, like I'm baby bird. It's apple pie moonshine. Tastes like. You can't put your lips on it, Mama. Hold on. I don't want to get your lips on my lips.
It's delicious.
A little bit more.
It's
Let me hold
so
on.
delicious.
I swear to God, I'll put it on your throat. Let's go. Come on, get it open. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that shit's good. Come on, it burns on the way down, Mama. Don't even try to lie like you do a lot.
Oh, shit. We're off to a hell of a start, Bubba. We have a lot of fan
Once one of
questions.
you ass camera guys try some of this apple pie moonshine. I private labeled it myself.
That is breakfast. We have a few questions that came in from the fans. Are you ready for this? First one comes from Dave C. Dave asks, were you ever scared that you took a stunt too far, and did it have serious repercussions?
No.
Never.
Well, yeah, probably when we almost killed Tom the Tree Man with the 100 leeches to the back, and then we shot him off with paintballs, and he lost so much blood.
Come on! Nancy with a strong shot. Somebody stop shaking the leeches off, Tom. I know what you're doing.
But they had to go to the emergency room, and they had to shoot 96 shots of lidocaine in his back because he couldn't stop the bleeding.
Oh, God.
So that one, and then the infamous hog deal, which we were cleared. That almost got me thrown out of radio forever, but we were cleared by our jury of our peers. So at the end of the day, probably just the leech stunt that we did with Tom the Tree Man. He was in some serious condition. So
Give me that rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol from the doctor said. Don't get you got rubbing alcohol. Okay, pour over a little bit. Bend over. You got the back handle? You got the back? Ah! No!
Yes, Dave C., I have been scared a few times.
Christian B asks, did you always want to be in radio?
What?
Did you always want to be in radio?
Yeah, I was a fat from Terre Haute, Indiana, and wasn't able to score hot just like yourself until I got into radio. Have a decent voice and some mild communication skills, but yes, if I wasn't for radio, I'd just be another fat doing stupid shit. Like Benji.
Next is from Alex from
I don't
Hamburg.
like Benji. I don't like it. And that girl that he's dating, she don't like him for him. Believe me, I know how that goes.
Alex from Hamburg asks, what was your most... This is from Alex.
Alex from Hamburg.
Germany? Germany. What was your most embarrassing moment on and off the air?
God, I don't know. Everything's such fair game that my whole show's about embarrassing me. So probably just my appearance in life probably is the most embarrassing thing I got going on. So I don't know. That's kind of a stupid question. I'm not answering that.
Sorry, Alex.
Fucking German sucker.
Next question is from Scott H. Scott asks, what have you guys been doing since you left Sirius? Tell Ned I miss him.
Well, we built a new studio, which you guys will be seeing here. I got your hot down here interviewing me, as it has been. And we just plugging along on terrestrial radio, and we do radioio.com as well. We were the first people to go on internet radio, they have any type of personality. And just trying to survive in this, in this pretty up economy. It even affects us. Plus, when you lose a lot of money from a divorce, that kind of your too.
Do you want to talk about that?
Well, I don't care. You can talk whatever you want. Are you getting ready to get married to that camera guy?
I am going to get married.
Don't do it.
Okay.
An idiot.
Sorry.
Don't.
Sorry, babe.
Sorry, babe.
Next question is
that
from...
guy will put you in that motherfucker's on the not to be trusted list. He'll put you in a rear naked choke.
He would, and it sounds hot. Next one's from Audrey J. Audrey asks, what stunt almost happened? No, I'm so good. I'm already buzzed. What stunt almost...
like in New York and
what stunt almost happened but was turned down because it was even too dangerous for you to do on air?
Oh, we got a bunch of turned down from Sirius. You guys have no idea. We had the gas chamber. We had there's a bunch of shit. We wanted to shock a whole lot more than these.
What else did you want to shock?
Holes, all kinds of shit. The one I can think of the most is the Bubba gas chamber that got turned down.
That was an actual gas chamber you had built?
Yeah, we're going to do a shed and put gas in there, but I guess it kind of had a little, there's some people up there that thought it might have been a little...
That sounds horrifying.
Anti-Semitic, which it wasn't. We weren't doing it like anything like that, but people get real sensitive on our sometimes.
Well, nobody loves a gas chamber.
Could you put your jugs like this? Could you go like that?
Mike K asks, do you regret leaving Sirius and would you ever come back?
Yes and yes.
Yeah, fantastic. Jose C, do you still need... This is from Jose. Do you still need someone...
You talk too fast. Slow down a little bit. I know you're nervous because you're with a big-time star and shit.
It's a New Yorker thing.
Can I put my arm around you?
All right.
I was just kidding.
You can. Do you still need someone to wipe your ass, or did you lose weight? You look like you lost weight. You lost weight.
Are you kidding me? Look at me.
Yeah,
my body's a wonderland.
Jose, no, but...
You, Jose.
Jose didn't know.
You need to worry about ice knocking your door down and checking your papers. So don't worry about how fat I am. Jose, you sucker. That was a stupid question. You're trying to get cheap heat with me.
I'm just giving the people questions.
Kick you right
I didn't know.
out of here, Berlin.
These are not
your name
my
is.
questions. Fabricio M asks, what are some of the craziest sex offers?
Why don't you guys get like Jim Smith? We got Fabrizio, f***ing Jose, Humberto.
Do you want me to rename them?
This is Goodstein making shit up. This is f***ing Goodstein making shit up is what it is. That's how much you guys are reaching.
Okay,
today.
Jim M asks, what are some of the craziest sex offers you had? I can't speak for Jim M, but
offers from girls.
Yeah, like girls throwing themselves at you.
Why don't you try? Why don't you give me an offer?
I want to. I don't have a good offer. I would not, but I appreciate
like my balls
you asking.
tugged.
That is wonderful news.
I'm second to none on
Thank you
oral,
for
and I can make girls squirt. Let me have your hand. Let me show you something.
Dear God.
Let me show
the
you
next
something.
one is from Phil G.
No, hold on. I'm not doing nothing
what are you gonna
inappropriate.
do?
Just chill out. God dang. Hold on. Go like this. Like that. That simulates a pussy. Okay. Even if your boyfriend was here right now, I'm not doing nothing wrong, okay?
Okay.
God dang, you guys are a bunch of... You want to sign a waiver for this?
This is representing.
Here we go. This is your pussy right here, okay?
Fantastic.
This is... Okay.
I got it.
No, that's not your pussy. Your pussy's like this. I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
Anyway, then we got a magic marker that I can color it black. Anyway, so talking about the most craziest sex I can make girls squirt with the Bubba two-finger cul-de-sac technique. So what you do is you go in like this with your two fingers like this, and then you go, and then she was on her hands and knees, and her would be like that, and then you come in like a curveball, like you're Nolan Ryan, and you go.
I feel dirty right now.
I was just saying.
Thanks for sharing that. Phil G asks, you seem to have had your hand in almost every kind of business. What are some of your past ventures and what are your future plans?
My future plans is to get back on Sirius. I have dinner with Howard tonight. Me and Brent are going to go down there and try to sweet talk him a little bit. And I got racetracks, I got nightclubs, I got I got race teams, I got engine fabrication deals. I got a bunch of shit going on. I got an ex-wife. That's a business in itself. I got this new girl though, man. Oh,
what's her deal?
I'm not telling you.
You brought it up.
You've been less than open with me, so I'm not telling you.
You just used my hand as a fake vagina. I think that I've earned some trust.
Next question.
Eddie F asks, would you ever invite Ronnie to a family event after such an ass of self at the last one?
Absolutely. Ronnie is my favorite guy up there, period. Stop the shit. Everybody stop the shit.
I want to dedicate this to Heather and Bubba Clem. May they be happy forever. Let's some horns!
Ronnie's my favorite, and Benji's my least favorite, and Fred's my second.
Second least or second
and Robin's towards the bottom as well, and Howard's up there. So it goes Howard, Ronnie, Fred, and then down here goes Benji and Robin. And then everybody else is just kind of in between.
Let the record reflect.
Let the record reflect.
Any last words that you want to share with our audience?
And Sal, I like Sal. And Richard, I like Richard.
He likes you, Sal and Richard.
And Goodstein, I like Goodstein.
He likes Goodstein.
He's good. He's a dad now.
Do I rank in there anywhere?
I don't even know you.
All right.
What's this? What's this?
What is what?
Turn around.
It's a tattoo.
What's that mean?
It's there's a whole long. It's about attracting what it is you want in the world versus
You wanted a
focusing
tattooed
on.
MMA guy that was choke you out?
It's kind of hot. I want to thank Bubba for taking the time to answer the questions that you, the fans,
You gotta admit,
submitted.
don't even lie like you do it like this. Has been the best interview you've ever
It's
done.
been just.
Who'd you interview before me? Who'd you have on last week?
You know what? It was me and Ronnie. I interviewed Ronnie.
Okay, Ronnie's
interviewed
cool.
me.
How about
That
the
was
week
a good
before
one.
that?
We did Robin. We did Beetlejuice. We had some good ones. I mean, not that you're not out there. You definitely are.
I'm better than all those.
Just sending in your questions. You can tweet them. You can Facebook them.
You know, it'd be hot if you had
can
a
send-
schoolgirl outfit with your hair and pigtails.
That would be amazing for your next
I'd
one.
have a boner on that deal.
Woo! Until next time, I hope you had a fine time. We will see you next week. I don't know what's happening behind me, but I feel dirty. Is that a cut? I don't. I just want to go to my happy place.
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked to Sal and Shuli about their big trip out to Vegas at the Hard Rock Hotel. Sal felt he was mistreated. He threw a hissy fit. Some people said he had the right to. Some people said he was being a diva. So we hashed it out, and here's how it went.
Sal, you did not have a very good time at the Hard Rock. At least
I had
didn't
a great
sound like
time.
that to me.
In spite of what had happened, I had a great time.
But you trashed the shit out of them on the air this morning. You probably will not be invited back.
That's fine by me. I don't want to go back. Do you want to go back to a restaurant?
But did you have a great time, or do you not want to go back?
I had a great time with the guys. I had a great time with the fans. I had a terrible experience with the nightclub, with the casino and the club. And as a courtesy, before all this went down, I might interject here and make you aware. I just realized I'm interjecting on myself. But anyway, I went to Shuli and I said, Shuli, I go, I'm upset about this, but before I go any further, do you have any problem with me voicing my opinions and my disgust with what happened? And Shuli said no. So if Shuli would have given me said no as a courtesy to Shuli and Ronnie and the block party, I wouldn't have said a thing. And John Lieberman was there as well. So I only voiced my opinion after I went to Shuli respectfully to see if I could do it.
But you didn't. But with that being said, like I didn't know. Can I say something would mean writing "go fuck yourself" on a check? Like there's.
Shuli, you laughed and said "go nuts." You laughed and said "go nuts." But you know what? Like I said, I went to them first as a courtesy. They fucked up big time, and to tell you the truth, I think I was quite nice.
Why did you give the 18% tip?
What? Because you know what? The girl's still working. She still did her job.
I don't believe Sal did. That's my statement.
He doesn't believe
I don't believe
you paid.
I don't believe you paid the check yourself, and I don't believe you gave 18%.
Why would you think
tip.
that?
I just, because I toured with you for 2 years.
You want to bet on it? You want to bet on it?
But surely, what do you? Wait, hold on. What do you mean you toured with him for 2 years?
Because Sal, when he gets at these shows and he gets a couple Kettle Ones in him.
Kettle One and pineapple.
Kettle One and pineapple.
And wine on the plane.
I watched
wine on the plane.
I watched it one night, and he knows this story. He laughs about it now.
Yeah, but it's just funny.
One of the guys that promoted us early on, he goes, "Hey, babe." He yells. He goes, "Hey, babe, Kettle One and pineapple." And he goes, two, babe. 2.
That's not a big deal. The guy goes, "What do you want to drink?" And I said 2 as a courtesy, so he had to go back and forth. This guy served drinks like crazy. So look, I waited 5 hours for my food. My key card was fucked up 2 times in a row. I was angry, and there was no place to sit. We're sitting outside. As soon as I get outside, it's the sweltering heat. I'm sweating there like a Cambodian with flies on his fucking face, and I'm like, I can't even sit down in this place. We're doing a poker tournament.
But you know, when you talk to John,
we heard what went wrong.
When you talk to John, you gave a totally different side of things. You stood behind everything that pissed you off. There was no mention of writing on the check, "This is for your manager, not you." There was no mention
I still stand behind it. I stand behind it even fucking more. Fuck that place. I hope they go under the. There's not a
but
scene in Las Vegas, but
that
there was.
place? Are you aware that place specifically asked for you and Richard?
No, I did. And I never implied. What does that have to do with anything?
They're the ones who you were not on this show until they said we want Sal Rich. So this hotel that you're shitting on that did nothing for you are the ones that hired you for this gig.
Exactly. So they should have at least had the courtesy to send over a fucking manager after waiting 3 hours for food.
And listen,
and
Sal,
had the courtesy to make me aware that it's $15 for a fucking cup.
I'm not saying
to not send me
but Sal,
across
you know
the
what?
casino.
At the end of the day, Sal, at the end of the day, his name is on fucking poker tables, and that's probably and he could throw a fucking diva fit and be an asshole, and he doesn't.
And that's
none
why
of us do.
I didn't either. I'm talking
what
about.
What do you mean you didn't? Of course you did.
This is no reflection on your show. This is logistics.
It reflects not only our show, it reflects
then surely you should have said no to me. When I asked you should have said no and not laughed. You knew I was going to get mad.
I have to tell a grown man no. Don't shit on the hotel that we're performing at.
If you waited 5 hours for food, would you be mad if you waited 5 hours for food?
I probably would be.
Would you be mad if you had to walk through a casino?
This way.
Well, I handle it this way. This is how I handle shit.
And it's
well,
wrong.
that's fine, but that's how Sal Governale handles shit. Go fuck yourself with AIDS up your ass.
Sal, I do have one thing I do want to say, and I can understand as a patron you being upset.
That's all I'm talking about. And I'm sorry to reflection on the block party, and that's why I asked Shuli as a considerate
person. You're a grown adult. You're a father. You have kids. You know what's right and wrong.
Why did you laugh it off and say yes?
What are you pinning this on me?
I'm not pinning it on you.
I didn't go Sal, right? Go fuck yourself on a check.
I'm not pinning it on you. I'm saying
take responsibility for it.
I did. I came to you.
Maybe you didn't handle it in the right way.
What's the right way, Shuli? What's the right way?
Then you come to Sequoia. You go to somebody. You say, listen, our food is in here, this, that. There's 9 million things going on. We have 3 events, one after the other Saturday. And
I'm going to bother your guys?
No, but you bother me with it.
I didn't bother you. I didn't bother you one bit.
You just said, you asked me if it was okay.
You were standing by the pool and you laughed your ass off.
I wasn't even at the pool for the bikini contest.
But you said yes. I don't know why you're mad now. Why would you say yes and then just weasel your way into this conversation? You're weaseling this. You said yes.
I'm weaseling this.
You're backtracking everything you said. You gave me permission.
Dude, let me tell you something. We did a show in Philly almost a year ago where we sold 40 fucking tickets. And 2 weeks ago, we were in Las Vegas playing The Joint at the Hard Rock, where we never fucking played with the Killers of Comedy. So we're moving in the right direction. The last thing I need is for you to shit all over the people that were... Okay, look, we did some shows in Long Island. I wasn't happy with them 100%. I didn't go and shit on the guy on the air. I didn't go and bring up shit.
There was no need to.
Exactly. And that's my point with this.
But doesn't that show integrity that Sal's saying, look, yeah, they hired me, but I don't like the way I was treated, and I'm going to respond.
I disagree. It doesn't show integrity. I think he threw a diva fit. What I was going to say is, as a patron, I understand that.
And that's what
Sal, let me shut up and let me finish the sentence. As a patron, I understand you getting upset, but as who are you in the sense?
Nobody.
What was the expectation that someone should have recognized you?
No, not at all.
But you just said I'm there to do the show. That's no way to treat me. But how would they know who you are?
Okay, that's a good point. Nobody should know who I am. But
you just said they should.
The point I'm trying to make that after all of this, that we're doing the poker tournament, we're doing the comedy show, they've been plugged, we're doing the bikini contest, You figure at least one fucking person would know, or somebody would.
But how would they know?
I don't know. Well, because we're there. We're advertising. Ronnie's face is all over the place.
I understand. How would they know that Sal Governale, star of the block party... Listen, it's a legitimate... Sal Governale, star of the block party, is at the pool. How would someone know that?
I don't know, and I never asked that. I just said, how come there's nothing available? Should have known. I thought there would be some amenities, like maybe a fucking chair at a pool.
I understand that, but you
assumed a chair at a pool.
I understand that, but that's
all I did.
Sal, I understand that, but you would have, if that were the case, you might have had to set up in advance. Hey, I'm there. Is there a concierge? Somebody's going to help me? I don't know. You went to the pool and just expected that people would know that Sal was coming, and I don't know why.
Nobody was at the pool, and when I couldn't find a chair, like I was doing like a normal person,
you're not listening to me.
Yeah, I called Sequoia. I said, "Is there something available?" And he says, "Let me make a call. I'll take care of you guys." And he did. Okay. They got us the cabana, and that was fine. Once we got the cabana, we sat down at 12 o'clock. I ordered food. It didn't come till 5 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, I said to the waitress,
Lieberman said it was 3 hours, and now it's gone to 5
John
hours.
Lieberman.
I am telling. JD was there.
Sal, hold on a second.
Give me a break.
John, John, let me ask you a question.
Let's make it 4 hours.
Either way, it took a long time.
Hold on. It took a long time.
I'm just mad about the delivery of the food, and I still tipped the woman.
I understand why you'd be.
I
understand why you'd be. Sal. Fuck you. Sal. I understand why you'd be frustrated by that. You have every right to be. John Lieberman, you're saying that Sal is changing his story, though.
Two quick questions. The time was different. Today in studio, you said 5 hours. When I interviewed you at first, it was 3 to 3.5 hours.
All right, let's even say it was 3. You want to wait 3 hours for your food in the sweltering heat?
I'm just pointing out
would you
the
be
facts.
mad? What would you tip?
I'm not questioning your emotions.
What would you tip somebody who waited, if you waited 3 hours for your food? What would you tip them?
Calm down.
What would you tip them, John? Mr. High and Mighty?
I'm not being high and mighty.
You're slithering your way into this. You're slithering your way into this. You're trying to manipulate the story.
I'm the one who interviewed you there. I'm manipulating the story.
I interviewed you there. What's your point? All right, so let's say it was 2 hours.
If you shut up and let him talk, he'll get to his point.
No, because you guys will keep packing away until you can paint me into some diva bullshit.
I'm not.
I waited 4 or whatever,
but you
even
did
3
tell
hours
the
for my
waitress
food.
who you were.
What? Big deal.
Thank you. That's my point. You identified yourself to the waitress that you were Sal Governale.
Can I please speak to a manager?
That's all I wanted to interject, because you were saying to Gary, they should know who you are, but you never said who you were. But I was told by the pool manager, you made it clear who you were.
To the lady after 2 hours that I'm Sal Governale with a show here tonight. Haven't gotten our food. We're very, very tired. Can I please speak to a manager? It's been 2 hours since our food came. She said, sure. She took off like a rat out of a fucking sewer. I never saw her again. Our food came 2.5 hours later.
Sal, can I just ask you
how can I be guilty of being angry over horrible service and still paying like a gentleman?
Can I ask you one question? If you could just stop talking, can I ask you one question? I see you talk about a lot of stuff and usually have a pretty good sense of humor. You are unbelievably defensive today, but why?
Because I don't know what angle you guys are taking here.
I'm not taking any angle. We're just asking you questions.
You said I act like a diva. I'm the furthest thing from a diva.
You were saying they should have known who you were. That's diva-like attitude. I couldn't understand why.
Let me switch that around.
I got to the pool and they should have known who I was, and I'm just trying to figure out why.
Let me rephrase that. I would assume that they knew who we were based on the fact that we were doing 3 events there. That nobody knew us, and nobody was extending anything.
Hold on a second.
I wasn't looking for anything for free, but nobody knew.
What I'm saying is you expected
I was more bewildered over it.
I was saying if you set it up with somebody and said we will be at the pool, then I understand. I think there's an expectation in part that I don't understand, that you, Sal, should have walked out and they should have recognized you, and I don't understand.
The only
that.
expectation I had was my food at least a half hour late.
You just switched gears. You said,
no, I didn't.
You just said they should have known we were coming, but how would they have known it?
When I say they should have known we were coming, it came down to the part like when we get outside and first of all, this is after walking around 40 minutes with my keys all fucked up.
Has nothing to do with anything. How would they know you were
booked in a hotel, there's somebody there that they know who we are. There's a casino host or somebody who's aware of it. So nobody made me aware of it. I stood online. I got my key. They fucked up. I went back downstairs. Nobody knew who I was. And I figured at that point, like, this guy's part of the Ronnie Munn block party and the whole show like that. I figured somebody, as a courtesy, they always do at casinos. They go out of the way for big gamblers. But
whose fault is that? Is it the fault of whoever's setting up the show, or is it the fault of I'm trying to just figure it out.
I don't think it's anybody's fault. I think
it's got to be somebody's fault.
I think it's a lack of competence on the casino's part and frustration.
So you're saying that when the casino booked you, somebody should have told you, or there should have been somebody to say, hey, our special VIP person is going to meet Sal at the front.
You know, I wasn't looking for that at all. When it came to 5 hours with the food and not having a place to sit at the pool.
But you're up to the food. I'm just trying to get to like
3 hours. 3 hours of food. And once it got to that point, once I was frustrated, once I was frustrated, I said, Nobody even knows we are here. That's when it came out.
But whose job was it for someone to know, I guess is the question.
I don't know. I've never done this gig before.
Let me
I
ask
don't
you
know.
this,
But when
Sal.
you do other gigs, who tell?
I don't know.
But I'm saying I'm just saying. You have this expectation that there should have been someone there, but it wasn't set up in advance, so I wasn't sure why you expected it.
I didn't expect it. I didn't expect anything. I got to the pool, there wasn't a spot. I called Sequoia, a booking agent. He got me a spot. After that,
you just jumped over to the pool. We're talking about you showed up.
I don't know who's supposed to set it up. Maybe in the future somebody will be there to set it up. Maybe
But somebody who?
But Sequoia, our booking agent.
Okay,
Maybe
that's what I was trying to get.
And he's always been great. Right now, I have no beef with the guy.
I'm trying to figure out who you were expecting to set this up.
Hey, Ronnie.
Ronnie,
I got a question for you.
My booking agent. I've been working with him for 6 years.
Not anymore.
Ronnie, do you think that Sal acts like a diva, or is he acting like everybody else on the Block Party show?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Be honest, Ronnie.
Come on, you heard what happened. You just saw it.
Yeah, I heard what happened. And what happened was, I guess they didn't know who he was. I'm sorry.
But what does that mean?
But when I got to the pool, I got my sandwich in 15 minutes.
Well, that's because your face is a poker chips.
I got a tuna wrap, and then their food came the same time as mine did. So I'm sorry.
It actually came later.
Sorry, Sal.
It actually came later.
It's not your fault.
I just want to ask Sal a question. Sal, can you? I know you're into sticking with your guns, and if people are going to rip you off, fuck them. But can you understand how it may reflect poorly on the rest of us? Because this is the first show you're doing with us. You don't do the Block Party with us, so it's the first weekend you're with us. And can you see why I would be upset? Why it may look shitty on our part when you're giving audio comments to John Lieberman about how all the employees should be shot from a tower with a rifle.
Well, I had a few in me there. I take that one back. But first
you had
of all,
a lot in you.
Sal, I heard you had a few in you for a lot of this trip.
I've had a few in me. I was pretty inebriated, happily, and I needed to be in that place. But yes, to answer your question, Shuli, yes, I did think about it, and as a courtesy, because you guys invited me on the show, I wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure that it was okay. So I think I took the right approach, and I asked you if it would be okay if I did it, and you said yes.
Sal had some regret and remorse, and I can prove it. And I like Sal, and I enjoyed hanging out with him in Vegas. He did send me a text message, though, prior to my airing of my news stories that said, "Cut out some of the threatening remarks about Hard Rock if you can!" Exclamation
That's
point.
not remorse.
So
that's him not wanting to come across poorly. There's a big difference.
Well,
that's impossible on the show.
I believe regret, or he was trying to tamper with the story.
No, he was trying not to look like a dick.
If you can, because I know better not to tamper with the story.
But I thought that he did regret some of the comments he made after he had some drinks.
I do regret. I don't like the approach that I took. Yes, it was. I overreacted. There's no doubt about it. But I was a little angry about the service there, and it happens.
I get it.
But I overreacted. I'm willing to definitely admit I overreacted. And Shuli, I do apologize if it's a poor reflection on the Block Party.
Hey, listen, it was a great weekend for us. We did great. The shows, the hotel was happy with us, but it could have ended really badly, and that's what pissed me off.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, a lot of the conversation revolved around JD. He spent plenty of time in the studio, and today with us, he explained why he has his trophies, why he won't leave his apartment, why he spends money on his fantasy football leagues, and all the things that make JD the lovable guy that he is. Give us a call to talk about what happened on Howard's show today. A lot of it was J.D. Harmeyer, at least most of the first hour, where Howard pretty much wants to make you over, and you refused his offer to take you shopping, and you could have walked out of there with a new apartment, some new clothes.
I'll take a new apartment. You want to give me a new apartment? I'll take that in 2 seconds. Well, it depends on where it is.
I mean, we've known each other for a long time, and I've been to your apartment, and
you have not been to mine.
I've been inside it. I've been outside it, a few times driving you to Brooklyn. I've never been invited in. But that is,
you never let me forget that every time you drive.
I've never been invited in.
I wouldn't let you in.
Why?
You wouldn't want to come in.
But why? I don't understand that.
I'm just not exactly proud of, how I have things set up.
Yeah, but do you think
obviously?
But do you think I would?
Because
I would judge you that way?
Yeah, and because because of the whole conversation today.
This is very reminiscent, by the way, of Fred. There was a long period of time where I hadn't been in Fred's apartment in years. In fact, when we did the Channel 9 show, a car would come and pick me up, and then we'd go down and pick up Fred. And sometimes I would wait out for 20 minutes. I'd be in the lobby. And I would always say that the guy would say, "Oh, go on up," and he never did. And I talked to Fred about it one day, and he goes, "Yeah, I don't want you talking about my apartment on the radio."
Do you think I would talk about your apartment on the radio?
No, but I mean others,
No, you would tell Jason something, not trying to be a dick, and then Jason would tell me, and then that's how it gets on the air.
He might overhear a conversation.
How do you think we find out that JD watches PlayStation movies at 1.5 speed?
Well, I said that on John Hines' TV show, which airs every Thursday at 2:00.
No, thanks for the plug.
Power 101.
But we should actually go back a second, because I've always thought this is a weird dynamic.
No.
John is really a very nice guy, and John Hines doesn't drink. So a lot of times, John, you sort of shuttle people around when we go out to these parties.
What, designated driver?
Yeah, you're the designated driver. And I always find, like, Brooklyn's a little out of your way, and you always drive JD home a lot.
Don't worry. He never lets me forget how out of the way it is.
But it isn't.
And I feel bad. And I offer to pay for gas and stuff. But
I always think, like, I always talk to Mary, and I go, we were on the Upper West Side. Then John drove to Brooklyn and drove home. Mary was like, that's way out of the way.
It is a little bit out of the way, but JD's one of my closest friends here. I know he needs the lift, and I don't mind doing it for him. Plus, I get to hold it over his head, and that's really the key.
When Fred and I first started working at NBC, I used to go to Fred's apartment quite a bit, which was quite normal, quite honestly. But I saw something once that was sort of interesting, and years later, I talked about it on the air, and I don't think Fred ever forgave me for that.
It seems like you're hiding something. When you don't let anybody in. I understand you don't want it on Howard TV. I get that. A lot of people feel that way.
It's not necessarily I'm hiding something. It's not exactly the cleanest apartment ever.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
So you're a 32-year-old single guy in Manhattan. What do you think we're expecting?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the conversation today was just about my trophies, and that annoyed the living shit out of me.
It's funny.
Well, exactly. I don't need to be laughed at anymore. I'm trying to limit the things he can laugh about me.
Where I was actually going with this is you've been there for a long time. I know you've had opportunities to move other places with other people, but
I guess.
And is it your laziness? Is it like, why not move? Like, I know when Steve was looking for a place one time, he offered to move in with you, and you didn't want to go to Jersey. Like, you always.
There's obviously the laziness. I've admitted I'm lazy. But yeah, I mean, there's a whole thing about the subway. I'm used to doing the subway. I don't want to have to worry about another sort of transportation type.
You mean
thing
the other subway that goes to New Jersey?
Well, listen, and the times I come to work, I don't necessarily. Well, back then,
But Steve gets to work every day.
I know, but I was whatever.
I'm just saying that I don't think you like change. Is what I'm trying to point out.
That is very true.
And he likes his privacy as well.
Right.
I couldn't live with a guy that watches The Wire on.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I just got to say one other thing. When I understand JD's trepidation about having people find your personal stuff, but I'm a pretty open book. I have a lot of people from the show have been to my house for a variety of reasons. But when I first had that party at my house where it was like Howard and Robin and Fred, remember I had like that dinner party? I remember around. Everyone was supposed to get there at 6, around 3 in the afternoon. Mary and I said, come with me. And we went around the house. And I said, to look to see if there was anything to potentially make fun of. Pictures to take down, trinkets to put away. It really is like that. The worst person about that was Stuttering John. He'd come to your house, and then on Monday he'd have a whole list of shit that he would take notes like nobody's business.
Did you end up hiding anything when you did that? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I mean, I might have I don't remember, but I remember going through the process like maybe they can make fun of this picture. Maybe they're going to make fun of this thing that I have, this baseball that I have or whatever. So I put everything away.
All right, let's talk about the trophies. Why do you keep them? Like, why do you still have them? A lot of us got, we'll talk about that, the trophies we got growing up, but why do you choose to keep them out on display?
First of all, I don't necessarily say it's out on display, but I guess apparently it is because I have them on a shelf because I didn't know what else to do with them. Listen, I moved. I've only lived in 2 places sort of on my own. And, that's how I've had things, I guess. And, it's not like I sit and admire, and stare at my fucking Little League trophy, but I don't know. I don't know what else to do with them. Where else am I supposed to do with them?
You have a Little League trophy?
I feel weird just throwing them in the trash.
Put them in a box and put them away. I would say to you, I mean, you can leave them out. Nobody can tell you what to do. But I would say that to a stranger, it seems like a hair immature. Like it was a great part of your life, But that part's done
who gives
now.
a fuck if it's
I said that's how people look at it.
But is it a burden to you? Do you want to get rid of it?
No, he doesn't.
I mean, I don't really think about it, actually.
I think you're too lazy to think about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, what else? They're just sitting on the shelf. What else am I supposed to do?
What do you have? You have a Little League, you have spelling bee, what else?
That's all. I mean, I have, I played Little League a few years, and so I have, those. And
are they participant trophies, or did you win?
They're participant.
Would it?
Fucking nod your head. I know I sucked in Little League.
No, that's got nothing to do with it. You could be a crappy player on a great team and get a good trophy. I hated people like that.
But this is like his Super Bowl ring. Like his, I mean, that was his big moment.
But it does, and so to a stranger or a chick you're trying to impress, it might look a little weird that your greatest moment was in 5th grade.
I think,
but that's not even necessarily saying it was my greatest moment. That's if you're like, and if you actually make the effort to say, "Hey, here's my trophies" or whatever. I have not acknowledged them whatsoever.
For themselves. Like, so
no, not even that.
I was laughing because I was telling Jason, like, I've been out to Sam Simon's house, right? There's this room at Sam Simon's house, which is just fucking awesome. I wish I could have this room if I were trying to get laid. It's his writing room where he goes to write. It's got a computer, but there's a ledge that sort of goes around the ceiling, and it's just tons of Emmys, tons of Cable Ace Awards, Critics' Choice Awards, People's Choice Awards. I mean, really impressive, and they go all around the room. That I get.
I think because
all right.
Do you think it's at all related to your fear of death? Because for me, like holding on to stuff like that, I know it's like it's a big part of the fear of death.
I don't know about that. No, I mean maybe in some subconscious. I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
If we gave you if the show said to you, "Hey, we'll give you $300 for one of the trophies," would you trade it?
Sure.
Oh, so how about $100?
I don't know.
I'm sure someone out there will buy. That's a great way to get rid of it. Just why don't you sell them?
I mean, I don't know. It's a weird. Well, first it has my name on it. I don't know.
You don't want someone else going around claiming that they were
I don't think my name in someone else's possession.
I don't think you would part with that spelling bee trophy for $300.
Oh no, I would not the spelling bee trophy. No. So that is definitely one of my proudest moments of my.
And that's not a participant trophy.
Yeah, he won.
That's a champion trophy.
I fucking won Black Lane.
No, was that for the school, the county, the school? Yes. And what grade was that?
Sixth. I think 6th grade. Yeah.
The JD's actually a pretty good speller.
He's an excellent speller. Let's go on to something else.
EXCELLENT.
Let's go on to something else which you shouldn't be proud of, and that's watching TV shows and fast forward.
Not The Wire. The Wire is arguably the greatest American TV show ever made.
I wouldn't give him as hard of a time if he wasn't a media guy and wants to be a director, and you're supposed to appreciate all this art.
I've said this over and over. I haven't done this with every episode. I haven't done it with every scene of The Wire. I didn't watch. I didn't do it with all of The Wire. Some parts, yeah, because it was like trudging through.
Well, it's trudging through. If it's trudging through, then maybe you don't like it. Which is okay not to like it.
I liked it, and I can see how some people think it's one of the greatest TV series ever. I don't know what the greatest TV series ever would be, but that's my opinion.
Mad Men too, right?
I've done that with episodes of Mad Men. I'm just gonna give Steve season 2 back because I haven't even watched.
Because I'm coming to take it back if you don't.
I watched one disc and I just haven't. I'm too busy. I'm playing. No, I hate to say busy. I hate to say busy, but I'm playing Madden now.
One last question before we take a break.
Yes.
Howard's saying, why are you spending hundreds of dollars playing fantasy football? But you don't see it as a waste of money. You see it as an investment because you're hoping you're going to win the leagues, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But that's not really. I mean, you always hope that you'll win, but even if you don't win, you don't really care. You enjoy playing.
Well, I mean, I enjoy playing when I feel I have a chance. Whenever shit hits the fan and I'm in last place, that's not so fun anymore. I'm like, I just basically wasted $100.
Do you think Howard doesn't understand fantasy football, and that most guys would spend that kind of money?
Well, I don't. I don't really think Howard gambles all that much anyway.
Well, he plays poker.
No, I know that, but he just doesn't do it all that often. I don't know when the last time he played poker was.
Gary, you liked his fantasy football bit.
I actually thought it was funny. Did Howard talk about it on the air?
Yeah.
He did, about how you were going to come out with all his binders.
Did I say that on there?
I don't know if we got that on the air.
No, Howard opened the show with it. He talked about it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I thought that was a funny bit.
Oh, well, thank you.
But I
listen, and
if you don't play fantasy football, the joke is completely over your head.
That's why I wrote in the bit for Howard in the email. I wrote specific names that would go with the joke. But
what names did you write?
I can't remember. I think one was Julio Jones and
LaShawn McCoy.
No,
Tony Romo.
No. I mean, he had lower picks, so
I see. Wait, he's like, we're going for reality.
Oh,
here.
dude, I don't fuck around.
What pick did he have? Was he like the 8th pick?
You know what? Since I had like a lower pick, I sort of saw him as having a lower pick, and I actually saw it happening in about the 3rd round because he was coming out, and the draft had already started. So,
I didn't realize his bit was that autobiographical.
I am nuts.
So Howard says he'll take you out shopping. He said he'd do a photo thing and give you a signed photo, and you didn't want that. You said, this is something that I need to do on my own. What did you mean by that?
Oh, I need to figure everything out on my own. I need to be an adult and stop being lazy and be a mature young man.
But you've told yourself that before. Like, what makes you think all of a sudden now you're going to do that? It's got to happen.
I'll tell you one of the first steps. I could say this on a personal level. My first roommate in New York was a guy that I work with at NBC. Still to this day, one of my best friends. But moving out on your own is the first step.
And
it's a big step, and it's different, but it's important.
No, I know, and yeah, I know.
Wait, why is that important?
Because at some point you have to live your life by yourself and be responsible for your own things by yourself and not depend on a roommate. Even though sometimes you don't depend on, even if your roommate never does anything, there's always that safety net there that lets you know he could.
But so you think it's like you don't think someone like to make an adult choice like, hey, I like living with a roommate. But maybe JD doesn't. Maybe he would prefer not to. But
I think there becomes a point in life, I think there becomes a point in life where if you're 40 years old and you've had a roommate for a long time, women start to think you're gay or weird because you're not really exhibiting any independence. Well, now that's his choice; he can do whatever he wants.
Would you prefer, like, when you say like I need to become an adult? Are there changes you say I would like to make, but I'm for some reason having trouble making them?
Well, first of all, I'm just talking about my bedroom and then figuring that out.
I just want new sheets and a captain's bed. I love that.
And and then figuring out, but. Right now my roommate isn't really around all that much.
Is he a problem?
No, he's fine. I have the apartment pretty much to myself for the most part. But I would like to be able to move and have my own place. But there are certain limitations, and New York, living in New York does not help.
Joe in Carolina, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, first of all, I want to say you can tell JD's a good guy because I don't remember anybody in the history of the show that Howard offers more to. I mean, he genuinely loves JD, and he's like, he offered to take him shopping, he's offered to fly him out to see his mom on the air. And the second part of that is, I think JD should be commended because he's not that guy who takes advantage of that situation, always refuses. But if Howard today said, hey, look, I want to take you shopping today. Okay, if JD would have said yes, would Howard have done it today? I mean,
no.
I think that would have been good.
He doesn't have time today. It's got to be scheduled. Howard's got a busy schedule.
Yeah,
but
no one has time today.
But I think we all have a busy schedule today. But I think Howard would have seriously gone out with him.
Yeah, it would have been good for Howard TV for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, yeah, no.
What was that?
Joe, I do think JD prides himself on saying no to that kind of stuff. I know you've been offered plenty, JD, and you turn it away.
Yeah, I really just don't like being looked at like as a charity case or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Hey, it's Bubba. This is my new studio. About 2.5 years to build, and we're still not even done. You know, we only got 2 guys doing it, but I bought my own building. As you can see, the building now, we're still working on the exterior of the building. A lot of it was dilapidated and fallen down. Would you expect anything less from me? It was an old warehouse, as a matter of fact. We got the big gate. Come on, let me show you the new Bubba Studios. Open sesame, bitch. You'll see up here, that's all going to have the big Bubba logo and stuff like that. I got the guys working on that. That was all dilapidated and fallen down, so probably in 2 or 3. Probably the next time you guys come, we'll have it done by then. You never know. We work slow here in Florida. We're Southern. Follow me. All right, this is the front entrance. Obviously, it's not done. We will have a hot secretary with big tits when we finally get our stuff done. Because I own the place and I don't work in corporate world like you guys up there, I bring my dog, my little Bianca, my Yorkshire Terrier that I got in my divorce. I bring her to work. She'll be greeting me here at the entrance of the new BRN Studios. Oh, and my pit bull. Peaches, come on, get in here. Peaches, Peaches, you want a treat? Come on, get in here. That's how us white trash guys do it. We bring our dogs to our work. Let me show you the green room. This is where our green room, it's not completed. The only thing that's completed is the on-air portion. That's what makes us the money. The tic-tac shit we'll build as we go. Dog bone, because we got dogs here. We love dogs. This is the green room right here, complete with 1975 shag carpeting. We're gonna have a pool table in here actually and a cotton candy machine, because that's how hillbillies do it. Hillbillies with money, say it. And DNA energy drinks, and that's the actual trophy from Blindside. Somebody, some crazed fan sent it to me. And I got papers saying it's the real one too, so don't fucking question it. This is Peaches. She's a rescued pit bull. I've had her for about almost 2 years now. This is the bullpen. When we have more storage, when we have the other part, then we won't look like a bunch of fucking heathens, but we're a little bit hoarder-ish right now. Sorry. This is where all the guys sit and do their shit. Got a lot of toner for some reason. I don't know why we got so much fucking toner, but we do. Come here, this is a production room. This is Carl Harris's production room. Again, we're still unpacking from the old studio, so this is just a simple little, so we do all of our production elements and things like that. And then here's a little voice booth in there, little person. A lot of times when people act up around here, we'll put them in there for a couple hours. A little sequester gimmick, a little punishment. That's how I like to do things. They call me Bubba Zhang Yil sometimes. This is the staff bathroom. I have my own bathroom. I stole that from Howard. This is where the staff poops and stuff. There's no toilet paper in there. Let me show you my personal bathroom. It's a lot nicer. This is my personal bathroom. Nobody's allowed here except me. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, toilet paper there on the deal. I got my own shower too. Look. Look at this. Simulated hardwood flooring too. Can't fucking beat that, can you, cuz? Simulation. This is gonna be the kitchen when we get it finished, but we're not quite finished yet, but we're working on this. Is gonna be the kitchen. So that's really all you need to see of it, because it doesn't look too good. But this is gonna be the kitchen. So just deal with it right now. Here's Manson's production facility. Look, we got dogs just rolling around here and shit. This is Manson's deal. Let me show you some other cool stuff around here. Come on, guys, get out of my way. This here, look how beautiful this is. You don't have shit like this in New York. I'm telling you that right now. Look how beautiful this is. This is beautiful. And when we get photo fiddle, they're doing our little art. We're gonna have artwork on the, like show stuff on the walls. It's gonna be real fancy. This is the heartbeat of the radio station. Say it. This is engineering. Again, we look like a bunch of heathens. Let me show you where the fancy shit is that costs all the money. Don't look at my code, asshole. Look at that, buddy. That's how I roll. Look at all that fanciness. Come look at all this fanciness. Look at all this stuff. Yeah. It's got its own air conditioning unit too, so it can stay optimal temperature at all times. This is just storage. Here. See, if you look, this used to be a warehouse, but I was a fucking genius and I put a building inside of a warehouse. Look, this is just a warehouse. And then I concreted. I had like 300 Mexicans come and concrete a fortress-like structure inside of here. All right, now we're on the back side of my facility, And I have my infamous Bubba's Cream Machine, which is a 600 horsepower Bubba Racing performance motor in it. 2 storage units, the Bubba Saw Shed, and Peaches. Don't say I'm being mean to my dog because she lives out back. Wait till you see her. Wait till you see her facility. Come here, let me show you. This is Peaches' very own doghouse. This is her little doghouse. It's her little where she sleeps, and it's her little food bowl. And she got her little doggy door. Go out your doggy door. Go out your doggy door. You can tell that they listen real well. They're like, hey, why would we go out a doggy door when the main door is open? And by the time summertime comes along, we're going to put air conditioning in this thing because it does get a little stuffy. This next thing is the Bubba Saw Shed. It's where we put 3 people in, and I'm Bubba Jigsaw. We put 3 people in this shed for 3 days, and we can control the atmosphere, the sound, the lights, the temperature. Everything is done by us, and we drive people crazy. We try to get them to quit. This is where they poop and pee. This is the bathroom. And as you can see, it's all cameraed up, and it has nighttime vision. And this is where 3 people live for 3 days. And we try to we literally try to make them go insane. We pipe in music. We have trap doors, and we'll throw in snakes and crickets and spiders, and they can't get out. And it's real cool, quite frankly. This is Bubba Saw, the Bubba Saw Shed. Nobody's got shit like that except me. Nobody. Now, this right here is a work in progress. But I'm going to dig out this pond. I got an aeration system out back I'll show you. And we're going to completely sand and beach all of this. This is going to be a topless beach for bitches. Okay? And then up in that tree over there, we're going to build a tree house with a zip line that goes to that tree. Okay? That's what we're doing. And so let me show you. And I am a car collector. And I have 2 Daewoo's that I love more than anything. These are my throwaway cars. Look at those things. Those are beautiful. Look at dogs just running everywhere. So we're going to dig this out, and then we got a filtration system and a pump system that's going to keep it clean and aerated, and it's going to be deeper. Right now we're in the dry season. Hey, no, get out of there. Peaches, get out of there. You know better to drink out of the pond, dumbass dog. But this is going to be a pond that's going to be clean, and it's going to have a filtration system. There won't be algae and cattails growing up in there, and it's all going to be beached. So the next time you come, this will be beautiful, okay? And you guys can have hot bitches topless out here. I got a vision. People thought I was fucking crazy when I built a warehouse studio, and look how beautiful that is. This is going to be beautiful as well. It's just going to take a while and a little bit of money. I got to get a loan from Howard. All right, this is the little Star Trek master control up there. This is their gong. Like if I start talking about racing or some shit that they don't like, then they can hit the gong. I very rarely listen. I might be the only radio personality in the world that has his own bar. Here's my bar. It's pretty cool, ain't it? Now the infamous 20-foot stripper pole. Look at that. 20 feet in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think I might be the Kenny Powers of radio? I think I might be. I just fucking thought of that. I might be the Kenny Powers of radio, quite frankly. Okay, I got a 20-foot stripper pole. Tell me of another radio personality right now that has 20-foot stripper pole. Just go ahead and tell me one. You can't think of one now, can you? This is my performing stage, the Dean drum performing stage. Dean provided the bass, the lead amps, and the guitar, and all the guitars and all the drums. Hi, Yonka. Come here, baby. That's my girl right there. Where else can you bring your dog to work? So anyway, we get bands up here. We plug them right in. They got the sound guy there. Got a good sound. It makes for a pretty good little deal. So this is the stage. Let me show you the shower. This will be the final portion before I tell you guys to get the fuck out of here, because quite frankly, I've had enough of you. This is an on-air shower. It's all mic'd up. It's all lit up for you camera guys. And chicks get in here. They put their titties on the glass or their asses on the glass. And then they can take showers. And then we got the pussy washers. These wash your pussy. They do. Watch, let me show you. Right on your puss. Nobody's got a pussy washer except me. Period. Nobody. Other than that, I think I'm pretty much done, and quite frankly, I'm over you guys. I'm tired. I need a nap. Have a good day, Howard TV. Thank you for coming to my studio. Now get the fuck out. Quickly. Bye-bye.
How you doing, man?
Good, man, good.
Welcome back, sir.
Good to be back. Look at Lisa G is there.
The whole crew.
This is my character, my Frankie Diamond's character.
Gotcha.
From Sons of Anarchy. Hey, guys. How are you, buddy? All right, man.
Are you doing good? Nice cut.
How you doing? How are you? Good to see you. Great to be here. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
My friend, Pete Antico. How are you?
Hi, nice
I stay with him in California. How are you? So. Oh, good to be back. Bye-bye.
I would like you to copy. I would like you to copy. I would like you to. Hey.
How are you, buddy?
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Likewise.
Hey, looking good.
I feel good. Hey,
it's all new.
Yeah, this is my look, my Frankie Diamonds look. I'm here today. It's Frankie Diamonds.
I wish I knew who that was.
We'll transform into Chuck Zito soon.
So Sons of Anarchy, he's got this big kickoff party he's doing tonight or tomorrow, where he's going to sign autographs for a while and then ride his motorcycle over to this club where he works, and they're going to watch the premiere of Sons of Anarchy. And if you want to get into the Jeff Ross story, remember last time he was here, Jeff said that he got signed to do the tour with Charlie Sheen. He was going over the jokes with Charlie. Chuck got very offended at some of the jokes and put his fist against his face.
There he is. Chuck with a whole new look.
Whoa! He's got the Sons of Anarchy look.
You've got the whole Sons of Anarchy look.
I wouldn't even recognize it.
Wow. Now, on Sons of Anarchy,
Hey, Robin, how are you, baby?
On
I'm
Sons
good.
of
How are you?
I've become a fan of the show, Sons of Anarchy.
So have I.
Yeah, I really, yeah. I mean, you were suing them.
Yeah.
And then this lawsuit.
So they hired him?
Was that part of the settlement, Chuck? Explain this to me. You got a job.
What happened was...
you felt you had created the series. You had pitched this idea.
I went in 2004 and gave them my idea, my story. And at the end of the meeting, they said, "Well, we'll get back to you." 2 weeks later, they called and said, "We passed. We don't want to do a motorcycle series."
Right.
That's okay, no big deal. And then a year later, I went in with different representation, and they said, "Well, we can't take the meeting. We're already working on a motorcycle series."
I see.
I was like, "Wait a minute, man. That's a year ago, you didn't want to."
But when you went to court, Chuck, was part of this settlement that you could get a role?
Basically not, because I lost summary judgment.
All right. You lost the whole case.
I went in, and there's a thing called summary judgment that if the judge feels that
there's no merit.
Yeah, he is. You have enough evidence, he'll send it to trial.
Right.
But halfway through my case, they changed judges on me.
Right.
So when I walked in for summary judgment, I walked in with my lawyer, and they walked in with 5 lawyers from 3 different law firms. I'm saying to myself, I said, I'm going to get a problem over here.
So it was really a kind of thing where afterwards they said, "Hey, Chuck, look, no hard feelings. We think you'd actually be good on the show. We'd like to give you a role."
Basically, yes. Judge dismissed it. 3 days later, we get a call from Kurt Sutter and his lawyers. And
Kurt's the guy who came up with the series?
Yes.
Yes. And so he said, "Hey, Chuck." And when he first called you, were probably like, "What are you calling me?"
Well, he called me. He called my lawyer. My lawyer called me and told me that his lawyer's call. I says, "For what?" He goes, "Well, he wants to meet with you, see if you, without lawyers, with anybody." So
perfect.
And my first reaction was, "Great. What alley does he want to meet me in?"
But when you went to meet with him, were you shocked that he said to you, "Chuck, I want you on the show"?
Well, my lawyer told me, I said, "Well, what's he want to talk about?" He says, "Well, he's probably want to say how, first of all, he said some derogatory things about me and on a website and everything."
Is it weird now to be working with the guy after he said derogatory things?
Well, you know what? I met him, and the crazy part about it, he gave Charlie Sheen a Sons of Anarchy jacket.
Right.
I show up at the meeting with the Sons of Anarchy jacket on.
You already had it on.
Yeah. So he's saying, "Well, this could be bad, or this could be good, or it could be bad."
Right.
And I said, "Well, how do you like the jacket? I figure it's appropriate for our meeting and show you how much I like your show."
Right.
So of course he humbled himself and he apologized for all the things he said about me. He said I said some derogatory things about a person I never met or knew.
Right.
And once I saw you in a deposition, I knew you were a very serious person. And then he came up, told me how he came up with the show, and then the last thing was, "We would love to have you on the show if you want to work with us."
Now, are you going to be...
Now, is that guy a big guy, or is he, like, not a big guy?
No, not a big guy.
Right. No, but you could take him out pretty quick.
Oh, forget about it.
It'd be over.
Forget about
So
it.
you didn't have to intimidate him. You didn't have to say to him, "Listen, I'm going to kick your ass unless you give me a role." He was interested in Chuck Zito being on the show.
It takes me a long time to warm up to people.
Right.
10 minutes into the meeting, I like the guy.
You did.
And yeah.
And Chuck, is the role, are you one of the Sons of Anarchy? Are you part of the motorcycle club?
I play a guy named Frankie Diamonds.
Right.
And I'm a Sons of Anarchy nomad from New York City.
I see. And you want in on the Sons of Anarchy.
Who I get a call and I go to Charming to straighten shit out.
Right.
And then they patch me over to
Sons of Anarchy.
Charming.
Right.
And that's about all I can say about it.
Is it a regular role? In other words, will I see you each week?
Yes.
And will you have lines and speak and do everything?
Excuse me.
Seriously,
I'm a
asking.
thespian.
Well, are you
He's
going
an
to?
actor.
Because I want to. If I'm tuning in for you, I really want to see you act.
Oh yeah.
I want to see any bullshit.
Yeah, it's my character gets crazy. Frankie Diamonds is nuts.
Right.
I'm looking at these tattoos now. Was this for the show?
No, this is.
Those are his tattoos.
Yeah, this is mine. I've had this
what
last
about
time.
the other one?
The other one, that's my dad. I put on.
Yeah,
he's had those all along.
Yeah.
I
had a couple others. This is a new one.
And you look super.
The Elvis Presley TCB.
You put TCB on?
Yeah.
Are you that into Elvis?
Come on. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Now, when you joined a show that is already in progress, I'm up to season 4. I'm almost done with season 4.
It's a great show, isn't it?
It's a great show. I love it. It's ridiculous. First of all, everybody's killing everybody. Nobody goes to jail.
I know.
It's great.
Could this be your
I got 10 years from a phone call I never made.
You made a phone call that you didn't even make, and you went to jail for 10 years. These fucking guys, they have them on tape killing people, and they go, forget it. We're not going to put you in jail.
Well, that's... I haven't mentioned that. I said, you know what? They're supposed to be outside the Telemaro building, outside the clubhouse, and you see guys walking around with the patches with Uzis up and down the street.
Yeah.
Now, because I used to be a Hells Angel, I mean, we used to get under surveillance 24/7, and if the cops or the FBI ever saw that, they'd take a tank right through that gate and arrest these guys.
How realistic is Sons of Anarchy? Because for example, it's realistic.
Yeah, some of the things are realistic, and they take a lot of real events that happen, but of course,
right?
It's for TV, so they have to blow it up a little.
Because explain something to me. In the motorcycle club, Sons of Anarchy,
yes,
that if a guy wants to leave the club, it's very difficult. They make it seem like once you're in, you can't get out.
Who would want to leave?
But, well, if a guy, like Chuck left the Hells Angels, is it very difficult to leave a motorcycle club like in Sons of Anarchy?
Well, don't forget it's a fictitious club, and it's
understood.
It's they make you go through a bunch of shit. One guy wanted to leave, and they took a torch and torched his back off.
Well, that's what I want to ask you about.
Yeah.
Oh my!
In a motorcycle club, it's your cut, your jacket is the most important thing.
Yes.
You don't let anybody take that from you.
Course.
That's a whole big thing.
Of course.
Right? That's realistic.
Yes.
And so this one guy gets kicked out, and he has Sons of Anarchy tattooed on his back. And they say to him, when you leave, we want you to cover that tattoo. We don't want to see Sons of Anarchy on your back. So is that true?
If you're lucky, you could get it covered.
Right.
But no, we've taken a lot of tattoos off ourselves.
You have?
Yeah. If you get thrown out...
Who's this we?
We.
People in this organization.
Yeah. If you leave honorably, you're allowed to leave the club and put an out date on your tattoo. If you leave dishonorably or get thrown out, it comes off.
It does. And one way or another.
One way or the other, it comes off.
Wow.
Whether it's a body grinder or an iron or...
Wow. So that's true.
So if you're lucky, you might... If you didn't do... too bad of a thing, you might be able to get it covered with another tattoo.
Wow.
Well, what could you do that would be dishonorable?
Well, just what if
drive a car instead of a motorcycle?
Yeah. Just if you lie, you cheat, you steal something, and those are things that are a no.
Or you do something to another member's wife or something like that.
Oh yeah. You fuck around with another member's wife, it's
curtains.
Yeah, curtains.
You're out.
You're out.
So this is exciting for Chuck Zito.
He's very respectful inside the club, and you do not cross those lines.
Chuck, when I was reading about you, it said on the internet that you are net worth $2 million.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it says on the internet.
Well, let me tell you something. A little story. I just got home last night.
Right.
I flew in last night to do the show, and I'm doing my show tonight.
Right.
And, of course, tomorrow's the big event, and we'll talk about.
Right.
So I came home to no electricity and no gas in my house. So am I making $2 million? Get the fuck out of here.
You're broke, right?
I'm not broke, but I'm not making money.
You're not making a lot of money.
No.
So where do they get this information that you're worth $2 million?
They're out of their mind. I'd like to know where they got it from.
Yeah, I got it from some website that said Chuck Zito is worth $2 million.
Yeah, sure.
Celebrity net worth, that's what it's called.
Yeah. Because they think I was on Oz and I was making all kinds of money.
Right.
I was on Oz 5 years, thank you. From day one till 5 years later, I made $2,000 a week.
Isn't that crazy? That was a big hit show for them.
Yeah.
Now, what about Sons of Anarchy? Are you getting a decent paycheck?
Not what I should get, but I'm doing it just to do it and
get the experience.
Get the experience because it is a hit show. It's their 5th season. They signed 3 more years. I mean, it's a hit show. So
it sure is.
Yeah.
And with any luck, the character will continue into the future, right?
I hope so.
Right.
But my character gets really, really
crazy,
off the wall, man.
And when do you do any fight scenes in the show?
Do we have fight scenes? We haven't.
Do you ever forget you're acting and accidentally kick someone's ass?
Well, that's what they were afraid of.
Right.
So, yeah, I do. Actually, the first episode, which airs tomorrow night, I do crazy shit. Yeah.
Do you mean the producers had to sit down and you say, Chuck, remember this is acting?
No, the actor says, I know you're not used to pulling punches, but you think you could not hit me?
Right. So you were able to do that.
Of course. I've been a stuntman for a long time, man, but they get nervous.
Now, what is this new look? You have a new mustache and beard.
This is, and my hair is longer.
This is a Fu Manchu.
Fu Manchu, yeah.
Now, what is that for the show?
Yeah, for the show.
For the show.
I just wanted to change it because if you look, everybody's got facial hair in the show.
Right.
That's right.
So I'm saying, well, I should do the same then. So I came in with this new look, the Fu Manchu, and my hair's longer. And
who did you bond with on the show? Who are your favorite people to hang with from the show? Do you develop close relationships?
Howard, they're all great.
They are.
They're all great people. I was amazed how nice they were. They opened their arms up to me.
And some of them are real bikers, right?
Well, The only real person in there is David Labravi. They call him DL. He plays Happy. He's actually a Hell's Angel from Oakland, California.
Piney is not a real.
No.
But some of these guys look like real.
Yeah, they look it.
They do.
No,
but they don't know anything.
I think some of them just started riding motorcycles when they got the series.
Right.
Like the guy Charlie Hunnam. I mean, what I love about him, he rides his motorcycle to the show every day.
Which guy is Charlie Hunnam?
He plays Jax.
Oh, Jax.
Yeah, he's the the heartthrob of everybody.
Right.
All the girls love him.
Good-looking dude. Right.
Yeah.
Do
He's
you
a
get
great
any
guy.
love scenes with any chicks? Do you get to bang anyone?
No.
Why is that?
No.
I mean, in real life, you're banging like crazy, right? I understand you're on some mad tear in L.A. You just banged 3 chicks. Is that correct? It's true.
What's he just showing you?
What'd you show me?
My phone.
Oh, wow.
I was able to take pictures because Robin never believes me. She says, I don't believe those stories.
I thought Chuck had...
Show Robin right there. I was like, hey, here's sweetheart.
I got confused. I thought Chuck had scalps. Like he just,
I thought he had, yeah.
So what happened? Is this because you're on the show now that all of a sudden, like, even more women are coming on to you?
The show didn't even air it. It airs tomorrow night.
I know. So
it's the...
So they don't even know yet.
But is it like, do you bring the chicks down to the set, or you just...
No, you're not allowed to bring anybody. They don't let anybody on the show. They don't let anybody on set.
What good is that, though?
It's all closed because they don't want the secrets out.
I see. They want to keep the suspense going.
Everybody has a cell phone today. Everybody has cameras, and they're afraid of somebody,
So who are these girls? You said, it says here you were living with a friend in L.A.
Pete Antico, I stay with him.
And you were going out and having a good time.
His house is like a revolving...
like chicks all the time.
Yeah.
Do you ever fall in love, or is it just strictly banging, right?
Yeah.
He did that.
Chuck, what do you think it is?
Right?
Yeah.
You know what? I was married to my wife for a long time,
and that did not end well.
Did not end well, and actually, just getting over her now, it took a long time.
Is that true?
We were childhood sweethearts, so. We were 17.
Do you have any contact with her? You speak to her, or is it like completely
no more.
over?
It's just, it's crazy.
Maybe it's for the best.
It's crazy. I mean, my daughter hasn't even talked to me in 13 years, man. I have 2 grandsons. They don't even know who I am.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's what sucks. So,
how do you deal with that? Seriously,
it's hard
how do you deal with that?
I got, it's I'm a family person. I'm very close to my family.
So you would think you'd want to get married again and start having kids,
I don't know about that,
and maybe develop a new family. You know what I mean?
Another group of people to leave him, huh?
Did you?
Thank you very much, Robin.
Did you reach out to your daughter? Do you ever write her?
I tried to, but no, she don't want no.
You don't want to bother. Yeah. I'm sad for you. I mean, I know you're smiling about it, but it's got to be painful.
Yeah, it is because of something my wife did. She's taking it out on me, so.
In other words, you feel she turned the kids against you?
Don't forget, my daughter was my stepdaughter, and I raised her since she was a year old.
Right.
So, of course, she's going to side with her mom.
Right.
But what her mom did was all fucked up, and she knew it, so.
In other words, there's 2 sides to every story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I told you, it's nothing new. I mean, she was having an affair for a year before I even found out.
Wow.
But my daughter knew about it, and she had dinner with the guy, and that's what fucking I blew my top.
And now you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's the way things happen, but
and you try to sit down and explain it, but it doesn't work out.
It's
life's complicated.
Because I love kids, and I would love to teach these kids how to box and take them to a baseball game, this and that. And
is life hard? I mean, do you feel life is worth living, or is it just one big mess?
Worth living? Of course it's worth living.
It is worth living.
I don't see people taking their fucking lives and shit. In fact, Tony Scott jumped off a fucking bridge recently.
Did you know him?
I knew him well.
No
kidding.
Him
well, yeah. He was actually supposed to do Sonny Barger's life story about the Hells Angels.
The president of the Hells Angels.
And well, he's not the president.
He was the founder, wasn't he?
No. He was the founder of the Oakland chapter. April 1st, 1957. He started that. The club already started March 17, 1948.
How did you get into a motorcycle club anyway in the first place? I mean, was that something you wanted to do since you were a kid?
Well, they inspired me to ride a motorcycle. When I saw Sonny Barger and Jack Nicholson in 1967 and on Hell's Angels on Wheels, I went home and I took a Schwinn bicycle and a lawnmower and I made a mini bike.
Right.
And I went to Jack's Army and Navy store for $6 and bought a dungaree jacket and I spray painted on the back the opposite of Hell's Angels, Heaven's Devils.
Right.
So I took my mini bike and I was riding around town with my new colors on. So, and I took my mother's vacuum cleaner pipes and made them my upsweeps. Yeah, so it was pretty wild. So they inspired me. Sonny Barger inspired me to ride a motorcycle.
And the day you got inducted into the Hells Angels, was that the greatest day of your life?
It was one of them, yes. But one of the greatest days was when in 1982 we all rode to Sturgis.
Right.
And Sonny was leading the pack. And there's a scene in the movie in Hells Angels on Wheels that they're going over the Bay Bridge, hundreds of Hells Angels.
Right.
And when I was riding behind Sonny, it was like deja vu all over again. I felt like I was on that bridge with Sonny. And that was a problem.
The fact that you got to know Sonny was a big deal in your life, right?
Yes. And I was just with him because he's on Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he plays Lenny the Pimp.
That's...
Sonny Barga.
Is Lenny the Pimp.
Lenny the Pimp. Now, he's 74 years old.
Right.
You got to realize he rides a motorcycle every day. He rode from Arizona to North Hollywood to do the set. Then from there, the next day, he rode up to Northern California to go visit Cisco because he's in a hospital. And he rides every day.
Is it like Sons of Anarchy in that when you're a part of a motorcycle club, there's a room where you go and there's a vote and you get to...
Oh, yeah, of course.
And
we call it church. They call it the chapel.
And it's a club vote. If one guy says no...
Well, it depends what it is. I mean, if they're voting on a prospect of somebody who'll be a member, if one guy says no, that's it.
How hard is it to go from prospect to full club member? It seems like you have to do almost everything in order to... Like, you have to eat tons of shit before you can get in the club.
No.
And Sons of Anarchy...
A lot of that's bullshit because nobody, I mean, especially a Hells Angel prospect, we're going to make him do anything that we wouldn't do.
Right.
And it's just that he gets to know us and we get to know him. Well, as far as going to go washing people's bikes and going to do this and that's, hey, you could tell them go fuck yourself. But
it seems demeaning in a sense, the way they make it on Sons of Anarchy.
You expect a fight after that. But,
right. But to be a prospect in Sons of Anarchy, they make it seem like you're a janitor and you got to sit there and suck everyone's balls. You know, it's fucking crazy,
Why would
right?
you bother? Yeah.
But if you look, if the Sons of Anarchy, especially that clubhouse, that was taken off the Oakland Hells Angels clubhouse, and also it's part of Oakland's clubhouse and San Francisco's clubhouse, because the bike that's on the platform in there, it's the same thing in the Frisco clubhouses.
When you were in a motorcycle club, did they have a room? I mean, did the police come in sometimes and just bust up the room for no reason and just harass you?
A lot of times they raided the place.
They
kicked
did.
The door. Oh, yeah.
That's scary, right?
Oh, yeah.
And upsetting.
When they're putting shotguns to your head and everything else, and it's pretty wild.
Is it amazing you're not dead?
What has happened?
I've had a few skirmishes in my life. I've been shot at. I've been stabbed at. And
have you been stabbed?
No, I haven't been stabbed.
But someone tried
to. Tried to.
But what do you do all day in the club?
What do we do? It's well, like I said, every week you have a meeting, and we call it church, and you go there and you discuss what's whatever business going on. If we're going to go to a run, we discuss that. And
seems like fun when you guys have those parties too.
Oh yeah.
With the chicks,
they have some great parties.
It's fucking great. I'm thinking of joining an MC. I'm actually doing. Yeah, I'm going to bulk up first. Yeah,
you'll be washing bikes.
Come to the Sons of Anarchy. You want to be the Sons of Anarchy?
No, I mean I'm a real motorcycle club. No bullshit. I'm ready.
You'll be washing bikes.
How long would I last in a club? Is it true though? The racial thing. They make a big deal of that on Sons of Anarchy. Like if you're a black guy, you got to belong to a black motorcycle club. Can white guys be in the same club with black guys?
Yeah, they have clubs that are interracial and all that stuff.
They do?
Yeah.
But most clubs know, right? Because on Sons of Anarchy, if they find out this one guy's black, they're going to kill him.
They can't tell he's black?
No, it's like he's sort of tan, right? You know what I'm talking about? I'm in the middle of the season, so I don't know what happens.
But we've had a mix of everything. I mean, there was Jews, Italians, Irish in the club. There's there's Mexicans, there's Hawaiians there. I mean, guys who are dark too.
Right.
So
it's not that big a deal in this day and age. No. Maybe back in the day. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
The last time Jeff Ross was in, he's the comedian that worked on the Charlie Sheen.
Yes.
He told a story that when you were working with Charlie Sheen, Jeff Ross was hired to come on and roast Charlie on the show.
Yes.
And you were very protective of Charlie Sheen. In fact, Jeff Ross was started backstage telling jokes, and you walked over to Jeff Ross and said, I'm not happy with some of these jokes. And Charlie had to come over and say, Chuck, you got to understand something.
Yeah.
I'm giving him permission to say this.
Yeah.
You were gonna take care of him.
Yeah, I told him. I said, hit me in my hand with your face. And he's like looking. He's uh-oh. Do I want to go out there and do this? But he was great. He's
a very funny guy, right?
He's a very funny guy. He did some great great jokes.
So
he didn't joke about you, though.
No.
But why is it that no one ever jokes about you, Chuck?
I don't know.
What is
Maybe I don't take it well.
You could take a joke, right?
Jeff had to do a charity event, and I think I told you this before. I went and roasted Charlie.
Right.
But I used Jeff's jokes.
Material, yeah.
So when he says, oh, but the bad thing about it, and I said it, he goes, here comes Jeff Ross. Now, we're in Texas where people, they're hillbillies and shit.
Right.
So he should have said, what happened was Jeff's doing a concert. I mean, Jeff's doing a charity event, but he wanted Chuck Zito to read his material, so Chuck's on his way up here.
Right.
They would have accepted me a lot better.
Right.
So when they says, here comes Jeff Ross, now I walk up there, and I'm all my leather, and I'm looking who I am, and they say, that ain't fucking Jeff Ross. And they start booing and shit. I said, oh, this ain't going to fucking work too good.
I want to meet the guy who boos you.
He goes, where's Jeff? I said, well, he's in the trunk of my car right now. So then I started telling the jokes, and of course, after a while, they warmed up, but they were booing. And the first thing I'm standing in front of the mic and a platform there, the first thing I want to do is just go down there and kick the shit out of these people.
Fuck, I wouldn't boo you ever.
But they were booing. They were killing me, man.
Do you walk away? Do you walk away from more fights than people realize? Everyone thinks that you're just like a hothead who will fight anybody. You do walk away.
No, now it's late. I try to avoid all that shit now.
Yeah.
Especially now because you're acting more, and people want you to hit them, and they sue you and all that shit. So
I read.
Depends. As long as they don't put their hands on me, you could, call me anything you want.
You studied Gracie.
But you gotta wait for the first hit, Chuck.
Oh, I don't wait for the first hit. If I say they move, I says they could talk all they want.
Right.
As long as they don't put their hands on me.
If the hands come up, then you start.
Oh, yeah, right. Of course.
You studied Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
I train with Renzo Gracie now, yes.
Well, I got to tell you something. I'm reading on Twitter about this. I think this is the guy we're talking about, the guy who trained you. He tweeted while he was kicking a guy's ass. Did you read about this?
No.
He was walking down the street about 4 in the morning here in Manhattan. And a guy, he could tell the guy was going to come mug him. He saw the guy, and he tweeted, there's a guy following me. I think he's going to mug me. And then he goes, he's getting closer. And he beat the shit out of the guy. And then tweeted, I just beat the shit out of this guy. I called the police. He reported it. And he tweeted while he beat the shit out of someone. How fantastic is that?
Well, it couldn't have been me because it takes me about a half hour to start. And that's something I thought I would never do, but you got me started with it. Now I'm on Twitter and Facebook.
You are?
I am.
And you know how to work it? You have a computer?
I was starting to learn.
Your fingers seem too big to actually type.
That's what happened. One of my fingers, I hit 3 keys. So I got to start all over again. That's why I can't tweet too good. I can't message people.
You never learned to type in high school? Your father didn't make you take a typing class?
Crazy. So that's the only bad thing about it. It's so hard for me to do it.
So do you hunt and peck for the letters on the keyboard when you have to type?
What do you come in automatic? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You got to sit there and type.
Yeah, I do it. And my finger hits 3 keys at one time.
And it must take an hour to type out one message.
Thank you very much.
Right.
So they type quick to me, and they say, how come it takes you so long? I say, because I'm fucking hitting the wrong keys.
Now, I would imagine Twitter is so afraid of you that they give you more than 140 characters, that Chuck Zito is allowed to use as many characters as he wants. Is that true?
No. We just started doing that. In fact, a friend of mine, Richard Wilkes from Vegas, has helped me do that.
It's a lot.
And so now I'm on, like I said, Twitter and Facebook, which is humble. But so many people were impersonating me that I had to get the real Chuck Zito.
Right, exactly. Now, so tell me about what's going on with the women, because I do love to know. I love to live vicariously through you. So you're out in L.A., you're acting, you're on top of the world.
Yeah,
where are you meeting these broads?
I've been very lucky at the Rainbow. I go to Rainbow Bar and Grill on Sunset.
And you just walk in, regular guy.
Yeah, it's a great place. It's an old rock and roll restaurant place with the old booths. And I walk in there, and I was doing pretty good, man.
And they walk up to you?
Yeah, they come by. I see them, of course. If they walk by my table, I'm right in the front, in front of the fireplace.
Help guys out. What is your line?
I just see them. I just say, the next thing when I walk by, they say, hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. And they look at me. They could even tell me to go, well, they don't, but they just look at me and pass by. But some will just say, hey. And they sit down, and I say, hey, that's it.
I would imagine a woman would be a little afraid of you. You're an intimidating guy. You're big, and your fingers are so thick. If I was a girl,
they like that though.
If you fingered me and I was a woman, I would feel very.
You don't need anything else.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
When you put your finger in there, it must really fill them up, right?
My fingers are pretty big.
Hey, they are, right?
Yeah.
Do these girls ever mention, "Hey, your finger's big"?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So they say, it's a little too much there. So
do you take your rings off? How do you leave them on?
This one there, it's my trigger finger. I got it right there.
So these girls, they're impressed. I mean, they see you're a physical specimen.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. You can handle you. So they must feel protected when they're with you, right? They feel on top of the world because.
Well, some of them get pissed because when people see them with me, they ignore them now. They say, "This guy used to talk to me," and I said, "Well, they won't say anything if you're with me right now." So,
right. Yeah.
Because it's very disrespectful. And a lot of guys in California, they're like that. I've heard.
Yeah.
Like they'll go up to a girl if you're there, and so I go, I get.
These girls, you take them back to your room and you bang them right away, right? And that's it. They get one shot with you.
I go to, like I said, I stay in Pete's house in North Hollywood.
And Pete is fine with you banging the girls at his house?
Yeah.
He doesn't care. It's fun.
He just told me one, actually last week, he goes, "You could tell him to be a little quiet."
Really?
Yeah.
These girls are screaming so much.
Some of them are.
You must be fucking them like, "Hey, what are you doing to these girls?"
So he was out there. Pete was actually one of the girls he's seeing. She says, "Is that necessary?" He was out there with the girl, and she's saying, "Is that necessary?"
Well, hey, it must make you feel good. I mean, you're turning these girls. I don't hear a peep out of them when I bang them. They don't say anything. What is the age? What?
One of the greatest ones was I was in a hotel room and I was banging this girl like all night. So then we leave the hotel. We leave the room, and the next thing I hear the room next to me, like 4 people came out, 2 girls and 2 guys, and they started clapping.
Right.
I turned around and looked at them. It was, holy shit, it's Chuck,
Do any of these girls they're screaming so loud that other girls hear and they want to bang you too, just because they hear how much fun you're giving them?
No.
I mean,
I had a funny story. It was last week, and I was in Vegas.
Right.
So I met this girl, beautiful girl.
How old? What is your age range?
They tend to from 20 and up.
20
this
and
last
up.
one was 20.
20.
20, yeah.
These girls must be tight as hell. They're 20 years old, right?
Not when I'm done with them.
You stretch them out.
So it varies, 20, 25.
Nice.
26.
Would you ever bang like a 40-year-old, or is that too old?
Crazy or what?
Well, they wanted the rainbow.
Puff of smoke coming out of there?
40? Oh, man. All right, go ahead. 20, 25. I like what you're saying. Yeah. By the way, when I bang a chick, I could be in a library. I wouldn't even disturb any people.
Some of them get crazy. I even tell them, I say, take it easy.
Yeah, right.
You know, somebody's going to hear you.
Yeah, right.
Especially if you're in a hotel room. Forget about it. They start banging on the fucking door.
What are you doing that they're so loud? Are you just from fucking, or are you doing other things?
Just fucking faking it.
Are you?
When you think? Is this when you think they have to?
I don't know. Girls scream like that? I don't know.
You ever think they're trying to get away?
Probably.
Yeah.
Let me out of here.
But are you? What are you licking them, or just while you're licking them, or just when you're fucking?
Yeah, you're fucking. Yeah.
When you're fucking. Yeah. Good for you, man. Yeah. All that screaming and carrying on, that would make me.
That's one of the jokes that Jeff said to Charlie. He goes, "Charlie, look at all these girls screaming. The last time you had a girl scream was when you had them locked up in your hotel room, bathroom. In the bathroom of your hotel room, something like that. That was funny.
Doesn't it make you blow a load real quick when they start screaming like that?
Some, I tell you what. Some, I'm done quick. Bam.
Because they're 25. I mean, it's like, wow, yeah, you're done. Are you embarrassed when you come that fast, or do you say, hey, fuck it?
Yeah, because I want to take my time with some.